Young kids, raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could depants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
Horse racing, you said? You're from Kentucky. You love horse racing, love
Horse
the
racing
ponies.
is my passion. The only sport that I really love is horse racing. I've owned a couple horses.
Wow.
We're purchasing one now. In fact, a 2-year-old colt.
Cool.
I don't know if you all know this. All Kentuckians know this, and most people around the country know thoroughbreds are named traditionally after a combination of the mother's and father's name, the sire and dam line. For example,
I didn't know
Kentucky
that.
Derby winner Ali Sheba, out of his father, the great stallion Ali Dar, and its mother, the broodmare Belle Sheba. We're looking at one now out of a sire named Whiny Bull by a mare named Girl on Girl. We named it Rosie O'Donnell.
Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Want to take the expressway from Ohio to Iowa. Then I'm gonna ride the road from Iowa to Idaho. Wish they build a highway from Idaho to Hawaii. Oh, I know that you can fly, but I'd rather drive on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. I'm gonna buy me some pineapples when I'm in Hawaii, and a pound of pie apples when I pass through Idaho. Then I'll get an apple pie when I am in Iowa, and a pallet of thermometers at the Costco in Ohio. Have some pineapple, pie apples, apple pie, and a pallet of thermometers on the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. That's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. Everybody! It's the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. When I go to the dentist and he puts my gums to sleep, I can't feel my tongue and teeth, and my lips feel like a piece of meat. When he's firing up his drill bit and I'm drowning in my own spit, I like to sing along with the hits like the Ohio, Idaho, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. It's the Ohio, Hawaii highway. That's the end of the song.
Hey! How about you?
If you're driving to Hawaii for Labor Day weekend, well, you can listen to us until you hit the water.
It's comedy show, the Bob and Tom Show. I decided to start calling it a comedy show. Maybe that'll...
So people will understand.
It's all in marketing, Tom. If you don't... They go, oh, they're not... Well, no, we know what we're doing.
I remember seeing a Rich Little special where they would put the name of the voice he was doing underneath him in case you couldn't figure it out.
That's right. Every now and then you need a little help.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There is Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Oh, brother, this is awful.
Yeah, this is no good. Willie on assignment?
No, he had at last minute got called in to do a gig, and I told him to come in a little bit later since he had to work at the last second.
He was a sleepy duck. Yeah.
Can't just get up. I'm so tired.
You know, I did
3
that.
hours sleep doesn't
Willie
really
and
count.
I've talked about this. I did that one morning, came in at 7. It's the bee's knees, man. It makes all the difference in the world. That extra hour. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm driving along.
Singing a song?
This morning, yes. The James Gang.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
Funk 49.
Sure, the only James.
That's the only Joe Walsh I recognize.
What?
When I hear the Eagles, New Kid in Town, I know Joe Walsh is standing there. I start to cry for him a little bit.
Aw.
But anyway, so, no, he should have never been in the Eagles.
What?
No.
He's the best.
Joe Walsh.
No, he's not saying Joe Walsh isn't the best.
He is the best. That's why he should
You
have
don't
been
like him in the
Eagles.
Eagles?
I don't like him in the Eagles.
Life in the Fast Lane?
No, no.
In
No,
the
thank
city?
you. No.
Hotel California?
No. Well, that's Felder, man.
But,
that's
Joe's
all
in there.
Felder.
Joe shreds it.
Anyway, I'm listening to Funk 49, having a good morning, and my phone rings at, quarter till 6 a.m. or whatever the hell it is when I get here at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's from Reno, Nevada. And, of course, when that happens, your phone says spam, possible spam, or whatever it says. And I go, well, who the hell's calling me from Reno?
Who was it?
I didn't answer.
That's your story?
That's my story. What do you think?
That's what today's show is going to be. I'm glad you labeled the show comedy.
Well, now think about it. Would you have answered it? Would you have answered it?
Who is spam risk?
I don't.
If I told that story, you'd jump over this desk and at me.
Oh, I'm going to do that anyway.
I wouldn't say jump.
I liked it, Chick. It had mystery.
Yes, it still has mystery.
Yeah.
Well, I think I would have answered it just because of the hour.
Well, it couldn't have been good for
No
Reno.
way.
No. Hi, you've won $1 million.
It's
Did it say possible spam?
Yeah, on the little doohickey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spam risk, yeah.
Probable spam.
Spam risk. That's
But
what
they
it says.
can't. Those things aren't allowed to call you. I mean, don't they have certain
I didn't think
restrictions?
so either.
24
No, there's somebody passed something. They either got rid of an old law or they passed a new one where it's a free-for-all now.
I get them all the time.
Same here.
Somebody in New Jersey. I don't
4 or
know
5 a day.
Yeah, what the hell they
Same
want
here,
with
yeah.
me, but.
Oh, yes. Well, see, this is why if I were president, you'd catch a couple of these people, then you'd burn them at the stake live, and then on television.
You know what?
And then you guys, they're screaming. You go, by the way, if anyone else who does this is what's going to happen to you. Then they're going to go, well, that's not necessarily a preventative. No, but these two a-holes aren't going to do it again, so that's a good start, okay?
I've got the.
I believe in cruel and unusual punishment. That's the key. That was one of the biggest mistakes they made in the Constitution.
I got the
you
number.
start burning people at the stake, they're going to go, wait a minute, I'm not making these crank phone calls again. No, we're just not tough enough on people.
Call them back.
I think I might.
It'll be some call center. It won't be,
See, that's the thing. You can't answer. And then the next thing I know, I'm up to my neck in aluminum siding. I don't want.
Yeah.
I could use some
I'm
fiber
gullible.
cement.
I am gullible.
A tradition has started in this. What is this again? Oh, comedy show.
Yes, that's right.
Of going to the mailbag early.
Yeah.
And so I thought we would do this one. How do we in time? Yeah, we can get this in. This is really great. Christy, do you remember the story about Bill Clinton sitting next to Dr. Ruth? I guess that was kind of a sports story
it was in
this
the
week.
U.S. Open.
Yeah.
So I guess one of the early days of the U.S. Open tennis matches.
Right.
They're getting a lot of publicity this year because the great Serena Williams is. This is kind of her swan song, I guess. So, but there were a lot of celebs in the crowd, and one of the more unusual combinations was the famous sex therapist, Dr. Ruth, sitting next to Bill Clinton. It's kind of doubly funny because Dr. Ruth was, wouldn't you say, Ace, her era of fame was MTV, early 80s.
That era,
Yeah, and then, of course, Clinton stepped into the presidency not too long after that. But it's just an odd combination. It was pretty clear if you watched the video that Clinton was giving her some sex tips. But we have this letter with reference to that. I was listening to the VIP broadcast of the show the other day, and I can't believe you talked about Dr. Ruth and didn't feature comedian Rob Haney and his famous poem.
Oh, my, yeah, he actually name drops her.
Yeah, so here we go. Thank you very much for the suggestion, Brad. And this is Rob, and I believe he was in the studio. And we got talking about the various sex therapists and stuff on television. Here it is.
Rob Haney is our guest. Now, Rob, are you...
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean. And this is, I feel I might be going over the border with this, but what's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then bag me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, I can't imagine, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're...
You get the idea there. The little, you get the smell of the...
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. And then that kind of came up with Allie Breen the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I could smell it over the phone.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The guy wouldn't wear deodorant, remember?
The guy,
because he was hot and he liked
Yeah,
his
he
smell.
liked the pheromone
he
smell.
wouldn't. Yeah, he. All of his friends said that he really stunk. So, anyways, write a poem. Just be careful what you say there. Thank you very much, Rob. Now we turn to the sports desk for that quick teaser.
Serena and Venus played doubles last night. It did not turn out well.
Oh, really?
Rafael Nadal, and I'm still looking for the video. I don't know if he was angry when it happened, but he hit himself in the nose with his racket last night.
Ouch.
And it did not look comfortable. And they asked him after the match. Of course, he won. And against Fabio Fagini. Isn't that one of Pat's
yeah, it's one of my buddies.
musical, Fabio Fagini?
Oh.
Or maybe it's Fudgy. Fabio Fudgini. Anyway, they had to stop the match. And they packed his nose. And they put it was bleeding, and they put a little Band-Aid on
Plus,
it.
we have marijuana at the U.S. Open coming up.
Russell Wilson got a lot of money yesterday. And Nick Kyrgios, he's getting upset at the smell of something in the crowd, speaking of smells, at the U.S. Open.
Oh.
We'll tell you
that
what
smell.
it is. Yeah, that smell.
That's all coming up. Plus, we have another smell story in the news. We have Star Wars news today. Religious people and sex in the news with a important new survey. And you guys know what a shot ski is?
Yeah, we have one in the hallway.
Yeah, do you know what a shot ski is, Josh?
Yeah.
Do you care to elaborate? Or
It's a ski, like a water ski or a snow ski, and you attach shot glasses to it.
Okay.
So you ask a yes or no question, and
Hang
then
on. Yeah, I'm kind of mad at her too because she didn't like my story, and then that's all your stories. But your point is, I get this. You asked her what a shot ski was, and sometimes if we elaborate, you stop us.
Right.
So I don't blame her for going, yes, I know what it is.
I thought you were going to go ahead and describe.
No, I thought I would allow the listeners
you were
the
gonna
courtesy
allow
of
one of
hearing
us
your
to
mellifluous voice. And I forgot that Josh likes to keep his chat to a minimum in the first hour of the show. I think we've established that.
I mean, trying to work a word in edgewise this first break, I know better.
Okay.
Trust me, you've been sitting here since 3, clamoring, champing at the bit.
5 coffees.
Yeah, so I let you do your thing.
He's right.
We're going to learn about the shot ski.
I've been on the business end of it. You have too. Yeah.
Shot ski world record coming up, and it's a really fun thing coming out of Wisconsin. Right now, we'll do a quiz. Everyone gets to speak. Well, not almost everyone. Chick McGee, what is your sleep number
When
setting?
is he getting us a sleep number bed?
I didn't say anything.
Hook him up, man.
I'll get him hooked up. I've got
Buy him a bed, Tom.
I'm kind of busy right now.
100. I like a nice firm mattress.
Okay. By the way, that phone call you got you thought was from Reno?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't Reno, Nevada. Maybe it was our guest later today, Reno Collier.
Oh, that's the reason I
he in
didn't
studio?
answer it then.
Is Reno going to be in?
Yes, I believe he is.
All right.
And odds are I might punch him in the face.
Okay, we'll look forward to seeing Reno Collier, comedian, in the studio. By the way, the sleep number bed, you have a crisp 100 setting.
Yes.
And then, Josh, your setting is?
65.
Somewhat less firm. And then, Christy Lee?
45.
Oh, it's like sleeping on a pool of mayonnaise. The idea is the sleep number bed it can be at the touch of a button change for the perfect level for you. And the 360 limited edition smart bed will help you determine what is the best number for you. And here's the big news. The 360 limited edition smart bed is for sale right now. That's right, for half price. 50% off. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. We all know how important sleeping is. Every great day starts the night before. So check out the Sleep Number sale right now. It is the biggest sale of the year. It's going on all weekend. The smart beds are finally on sale. Save 50% on the Sleep Number 360 limited edition smart bed. Like I said, this is a limited time offer. You'll find them, of course, at Sleep Number stores, sleepnumber.com/BT show. Everybody's happy because at the touch of a button, you can change the firmness of the mattress on either side. So it can be whatever, 100 over here and 40 over here. Your choice, America. The Sleep Number bed, sleepnumber.com/BT show. Also coming up, we have a mascot update. We've got robots and what happens when you drop a cell phone in 25 feet of water? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Sweeney-san. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for joining us here on the Bob and Tom Show. That's comedian Mark Sweeney, as you just heard, and that's from one of his famous bits on the show, Sweeney-san there. Former Marine, although it's not a former Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine, and Mark Sweeney served in the Marine Corps for the United States military. We thank him for his service. Greg Hahn as well, a Marine, yes. And they're both funny comedians. Can you imagine that? It must have been fun at basic training with those guys around. Am I right? Hey, Donnie Baker on the road. That's right. Coming up tonight, Stand Up Live, Huntsville, Alabama, tonight and tomorrow night. DonnieBaker.com for more information. And we have a Friday for you. Reno Collier live in studio. He'll be visiting the Frigamall building. And, of course, Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention during the course of the week. We cover a lot of news, but, of course, there's some news we fail to mention. And he'll be along to tell us all about it coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Lucinda Williams, Chris Isaac, Brandi Carlile, and the Indigo Girls are among those who will perform at the American Honors and Awards. The lineup was announced this week by organizers of the event, who went on to say that Isaac and the Indigo Girls are going to receive Lifetime Achievement Awards. That event set for September 14th at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. When she died in that car accident earlier this year, Anne Heche left behind 2 sons, but no will. Now her oldest son wants to run his late mom's estate. Homer LaFoon has filed paperwork asking to handle her affairs. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old half-brother as sole heirs. The document says the value of Heche's estate is unknown. And finally, authorities in New Jersey have come out with new information in the case against Gary Busey, who is accused of inappropriately touching at least 3 women at a movie convention last month. A release from police in Cherry Hill provides no real detail about the allegations. Busey, 78, was a featured guest at the Horror Movie Fan Fest, but after getting complaints from some attendees, organizers excused him and asked him to leave. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Looking to buy a new car, but the looking part is getting old hat? Well, maybe you need to try shopping at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors.
Hi, just stop into Bob Bile Motors and I'll show you my Take a test drive and I'll also let you see my
That's Bob Bile Motors.
And hey guys, during Bob Bile's Celebration Bonanza Days, if you buy a car from Bob Bile Motors, I'll not only show you my and my I'll let you in the and after that, you're in the
Is that even possible? It is at Bob Bile Motors. Bob Bile Motors. Why the hell shop anywhere else?
Somebody get me a towel.
Due to pending litigation, Bob Bile Motors is suspending free hunt on Fridays.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Would you want to fly in for next Thursday's show? This was suggested by a lady. She and her friends, the day before Mother's Day, all put on adult diapers and drink for 2 hours. Then whoever has added the most liquid to the diaper, based on weight and liquid only, they win the prize. We're going to do that next Thursday. You want in?
I'll take a flight further away from you guys. As far as I can get, I'll take that flight.
Come on, Allie, piss with us.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Before we go, thought I'd tell you the true story of Susie Suzuki and Sam Samurai.
Now, this is the true story.
Yeah.
Okay.
As told by yours truly,
Tom Whiskey, Frontier Doctor.
Well, good morning. Well, I never will forget it. Susie Suzuki had to get married at a very young age.
Yep.
She was impregnated by her husband, Hyaston. She never really liked Hyaston, but they had 12 children. Now, Hyaston up and died, and Susie remarried.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you, it was really something because she married her true love, Sam Samurai.
Oh, touching.
Yep. With Sam, she had 12 more children.
Wow.
Well, finally, after many years, Susie died.
I wonder why.
I'll never forget it. I was standing right next to her at the funeral home. Well, next to her body.
Mm-hmm.
Two little old ladies were staring down at Susie with tears in their eyes, and the first little old lady said, well, they're finally together. The second little old lady said, who? Susie and her first husband? Or Susie and Sam Samurai? No, neither. Her legs.
Welcome back.
You don't talk. You talk too much. You don't talk. You talk too much.
It's a holiday.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
Hi. There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Yeah, hi, everybody.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, Hot Phone.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold to be in 7 because he's the boss's son.
Check local listing.
No, he's
the boss's son everywhere. Yeah.
I'm Chick McGee.
Last minute gig, he had to go work. So
this is from Nick. Dear Jerks.
Hi, Nick.
I must correct you in the case of mentioning the Eagles. Yes, we know, Nick. It is just Eagles. It's like Eurythmics. We know. But it's hard when you're conversing to not say the Eagles. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's hard.
Even in the ads, they call them the Eagles.
Dumbass.
Eagles.
And Nick, you dumbass.
No, Nick is just doing what we all do all the time.
I know. Life's Been Good is also another great Joe Walsh track. He's right.
That is very good.
I don't know. I lost
my key. I lost my license. Now I don't drive.
I love the when you go see the Eagles live, they bring out Joe and he does his own little solo set. It's awesome.
When I saw him, the last, I don't know, 4 of the last 6 songs, I think, were Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But my point is, Funk 49
that's
by
amazing.
the James Gang is better than any Eagles song.
No.
I agree with you.
I will die on that hill. I'm sorry, I will.
I agree with you. Bang a Gong is better than any Eagles song.
What?
Yes. James Gang is better than the Eagles.
Bang a Gong?
Bang a Gong is T-Rex.
That's T-Rex.
T-Rex.
Oh, I'm sorry. T-Rex better than the Eagles.
There you go. Well, now Mark Bolan might be better than the Eagles.
But what's the other James Gang song? If they Funk 49 and
Rocky Mountain.
Thank you.
Walk Away. Rocky Mountain Way solo.
Oh, that's
Smoky.
No, yeah. Walk
Smoky
Away.
A drink player you get. That's
Walk Away is absolutely better.
They're all good.
Walk Away is better than Funk 49.
We had an opportunity to talk to Joe.
I don't know why the Eagles existed. That's my question.
Because Don Henley and Glenn Fry, they're all terrific. Never mind. I don't know why. I'm just like arguing with my dog, except it smells better.
Thank you.
Thank you, I think.
No, I'm not joking when I tell you this, and I'm not I don't want to dwell on it, but as you know, my dog Winnie is having major surgery next week. It's
I did not know.
Nose job?
No, brain tumor. It's pretty serious business. But
well, you pissed all over that remark, didn't you?
No, it's true. She's literally, my dog is having brain surgery. So
God was never been happier to not be in the room.
Oh my God, I'm glad I'm not in there.
She's been in the dog hospital, but she's been released.
Yes.
And she's on this special drug therapy until they do the surgery.
Okay.
So it's a long, complicated story. But whatever this thing is that they've got her on. When I got back to the house yesterday, it literally smelled like 300 men had diarrhea in every room in the house.
Oh.
I mean, so I had to start setting up fans, opening doors, check local listings.
Why? Was she getting sick in the house?
No, it's the flatulence.
Oh.
And whatever chemical she is on, and then it's loud. It's like sousaphone loud. Then she looks up like, it's not me.
Poor girl.
You said dog hospital, and I see Goldens and German Shepherds and lab coats looking at charts.
No, I see the other dogs leaving. They're going, no, woof, woof. Just stinks.
Huh, interesting.
So,
is that what you're telling your family? It's the dog?
No, trust me.
All right.
It is the worst ever.
Man, oh man.
It's like you set an outhouse on fire and put it in your house. In any event.
Well, we certainly wish Winnie the best.
Yeah, she's going to be getting her noggin cracked next week.
All right.
She'll be all right.
Go in there and pop out that thing.
New kid in town by the Eagles. That's another thing. I met Joe Walsh. He's a very nice man.
Joe Walsh. And by the way, did you know that Joe's a big radio guy?
Yeah, he
loves doing radio shows, and he's also a
he did
ham radio operator.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Here we go.
We're joined by the legendary Joe Walsh on the phone. Joe, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
We're great. And you?
Wait a minute. Is Bob there?
I'm here, right here, Joe.
Because last time I called, you were so impressed you went on vacation.
Joe, what if you were to get in your car right now? What are you listening to?
Oh, geez. I don't really. I just turn on the radio and whatever I hear is what it is. A lot of old stuff. I'm going through a lot of old stuff. Yeah. Classic rock stuff. And it's kind of a big wasteland out there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hear a whole lot that I can make it all the way to the end of the song.
Yeah. there's some good stuff out there. Joe, when I read a funny thing about the Rolling Stones when they were setting up their tour, they had to have one of the roadies in the back with a stack of their albums, and they'd come upon a song title and they'd had to kind of relearn it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you guys are with the Eagles, did you have to sit down and go, that was a great song, but how did we do it then? And
yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know just because you wrote it, don't mean you can play it.
That's right.
I find that a lot. Yeah, we dusted off James Dean, and that's
that's
a great song.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good one. It rocks pretty good, but that was pre-Joe.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to go learn Bernie Ledden's parts.
Wow.
And boy, I see why they replaced him.
It's just mean.
Or honest.
Wow. Joe.
That's not nice.
No, that's not very nice. What a pain in the ass.
Wow.
Do you have any of your old guitars, your first ones that are...
I don't have very many. I think I've got a Les Paul that I started out with.
Mm-hmm.
I sure wish I did. I've gone back and bought some equipment like I used to have.
Did it get stolen on the road or just lost? Or
just lost in the wayside. I don't remember a whole... There's a couple years there that are just a mystery to me.
Yeah.
I was talking to Ozzy about 2 weeks ago, and James Gang and his band, we played a whole bunch of gigs, and neither of us remember anything.
Cool. Those were the days, huh?
Wow. We played together because we have the posters.
There you go.
I know we did.
That's the line of the year. Joe Walsh, ladies and gentlemen, from a few years back.
Chick, when you go see the James Gang in Columbus, they're doing a reunion show with the 9 Inch Nails and the Breeders. I'd like to see this show.
You got to go out in the public, though.
Jim Fox, I believe, is the drummer. Am I getting this right? In any event, we can argue all day. I love Joe Walsh as an Eagle.
James Dean's pretty good, though. James Dean's a pretty good one. But Joe didn't have anything to do with that, really. But, I mean, when it was created.
He plays it live.
I know.
He has a little spin.
But as you heard him say, it's pretty easy to play.
I doubt it. I think he was kidding. Now, we have a lot of stuff to get to here. But I thought we'd get a song out of Mr. Godwin. Tribute yesterday. We had, as usual, we like to cover important things like roads closing because of things that are spilled, and often it'll be something humorous,
turkeys,
like
pigs,
turkeys, pigs, booze,
This time it was
tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
But we had 2 big tomato stories yesterday.
Yeah, we had tens of thousands of tomatoes spilled on a California highway, and in Spain, they have brought back, after a pandemic hiatus, the Tomatina Festival, where they fight with tomatoes. Workers unloaded 130 tons of overripe tomatoes along the main street of the eastern town of Bunol for revelers to throw during the festival.
So this is like the running of the bulls, except it's the throwing of the tomatoes.
Yeah, and up to 20,000 people show up for it and pay like $12 to be invited or to get involved.
Well, you don't want to be a stand-up comedian on that night.
No.
You better be really funny right from the get-go.
And they get to throw tomatoes for a whole hour.
Wow. It's, I guess, fun.
I guess.
And it's a big deal. And Pat's not. Who's in the music?
my friend stayed overnight. Hey, it's me, Luigi Accusatore.
Luigi Accusatore. Is your girlfriend with you?
Yes, Gina Statutori.
Gina Statutori.
By my side, giving me support.
Sure. Yeah, she's a loyal woman.
Oh, very loyal. To a fault in a way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She does not allow me such loyalty.
And she is a woman. Let's be very clear. She's
very, very clear. Yeah. We went to the festival, the Tomatina Festival.
Yes.
And finally, it's back on after COVID.
Right.
And of course, it's a Latin country, so I did a parody of Despacito by Justin Bieber. So
I love Despacito.
Here we go. Take my organ, my accordion here. Shut up, Judge. Tomatina, what a messy scene. Tomatoes on your face, salsa on your ween, red stains for days, spaghetti sauce and glaze, like a capra patina. You'll need a good clean Tomatina. I got some on a Gina and my accordion. It's called a concertina. I wish I was playing in a bigger arena, not the streets of Spain, during Tomatina. Gina, what do you think? She's nodding her head. Says it went good. Give me that thumbs up.
Oh, that's so nice. A little Tomatina. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you
Arrivederci.
very much.
Thank you, Luigi.
Ciao. Adios. BF in Spain.
Yeah.
We have Chick McGee at the Bob and Tom Sports Desk, and we really haven't dipped our toes into sports. Anything of interest?
Serena and Venus lost first round of the doubles at the U.S. Open last night, eliminated by a Czech pair, Lucy and Linda. I'm guessing on their last names.
Okay, check the pair on Lucy and Linda.
Lucy's last name is Hradecka, H-R. See, 2 consonants.
Lovely.
Hradecka. Hradecka. And Linda Noskova. Oh, that's not bad. And Arthur Ashe Stadium is where they played last night. They never hosted a first-round doubles match until that one, featuring, of course, the American sisters, who claimed 14 Grand Slam titles in doubles, but were partnering for the first time since 2018.
Oh, that's not that long ago.
And the
Jeez.
French Open.
I thought this was like a big special occasion.
Rafael Nadal has come back to win the U.S. Open. Christy, look this up about Rafi hitting himself in the face with his racket. I don't know if he did it out of anger or if it was just an accident, but during his victory last night over Fabio Fognini, he cut himself on the bridge of his nose with his racket. It bounced off the court and smacked him in the face. So he took a timeout because he was bleeding. Hey, there's no bleeding on the court, okay?
Wow.
They're really strict about it in
Yikes.
Wimbledon. Did he do it out of anger?
Oh, boy. Do you think he did it out of anger?
I don't know. Maybe it slipped out of his hand and he needs more stickum.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You ever have stickum on your hands, Tom? Remember, he used to wide receivers in the NFL used to wear a stickum.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Lester Hayes wore that. Fred Biletnikoff, famous for wearing.
Was it spray on?
No, it used to come out of a tub, like A&D ointment. It would
thick cream.
You put your
you used it, Pat?
Yeah, dark green theme.
Glob on it.
How do you get it off?
Well,
you have to wash it off.
It's tougher.
Would you use it for pole vaulting, Pat?
No.
Oh.
just for football.
In pole vaulting, wouldn't the pole then stick to your hand?
Yeah,
at least you're not going to let go of it.
You're not going to lose it.
You have to let go of it when it's over.
That would be terrifying to think you're going to. There are a lot of things scary about pole vaulting.
Yeah.
But thinking you're going to drop the pole, you're running up there as fast as you can. And then, the key to pole vaulting.
Yeah.
All I know
Getting
is.
over the bar?
Thank you, Christy. That was summed it up.
Passing the bar exam.
Ralph Boston taught me everything I know. No, you
Wasn't he a long jumper?
You have to bend the pole. Yeah, but he was a track expert on CBS when I went. But he bend the pole. You got to bend the pole. Did you bend your pole?
I did bend the pole.
You bent the pole?
Sure. Yeah, you want to get that whip action.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of bending the pole when I went to high school.
Yeah, whip you.
Yeah, they didn't bend back in the wood days.
No.
Or the aluminum days.
They tend to snap.
Coming up in the news,
But
we have
Raphael's okay. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I mean, it looks like the guy scored the point, and it looks like he just dropped the racket or just.
Oh, and it bounced up and hit right.
It doesn't even because of the
Look,
shot.
I can only pretend for a few minutes that I'm interested in tennis, so I'm really
But he
reaching
hit
my
himself
limit.
in the face. How funny is that? More sports coming up, including Baltimore Ravens had a very special news conference yesterday, and I finally saw the video of the Raven when he got injured against the Commanders, and it's, he's going to be out for the season. They put him on the injured list, but he never took his head off. He
kept with
stayed true to the
code
mascot,
of ethics.
Code of ethics.
Okay, very good, very good. Coming up, we have an interesting news story. Something's making a big comeback, and it involves the perineum.
Is it a mood ring?
Well,
the mood ring.
How would you put a mood ring around your perineum?
Well, you wouldn't put it around. You'd pierce the taint. And then
you pierce it.
You put a strip.
Would you be up for piercing
a mood strip?
Piercing your taint, Tom?
No.
Pierce that taint.
Pierce that taint. Maybe a little dangling.
That's something that's probably going to be an issue in the next election.
Dangling.
That's how things are going.
Bobble.
There'll be some organization that wants to pierce taints, and I'll just have to stop watching television. Right now, I want to talk about testosterone. And something you've been hearing about called low T. What is this all about? Well, testosterone affects many aspects of a man's body. Things like your sex drive, your bone mass, your muscle mass, sperm production, erections, all can be affected by low T. So maybe you'd like to check this out. It's called the Roman Testosterone Test Kit. Our friends at Roman, we've been talking about Roman for a long time, ROMAN. They're famous for their convenient way to learn about and acquire ED pharmaceuticals. But this is something new, the Roman Testosterone Test Kit. It cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide if you want to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with a professional healthcare provider. So here's how you do it. Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit with step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your home. Just take the test before 10 o'clock in the morning, ship it back that day. Roman will send you a certified set of lab results on an easy-to-use PDF file, and then it breaks it all down. You can choose to schedule a free consultation to go over the results with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional, see what's going on. Once again, it's GetRoman.com/BT show for your at-home testosterone test kit. $69 total. It's GetRoman.com/BT show. Speaking of things in the realm of sexuality, coming up, are religious people sexier? We're going to find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
will there be like feminine hygiene commercials like sponsoring it? Because I think those things got to go. They're just too damn nasty. I mean, they got to stop. They got to stop talking about women's genitalia. I mean, and these women talking about douche. We don't do that, men. We don't go to the beach talking about douche.
You don't?
You know? No, we don't. And see, I never want to see a black woman do that because you know they would have her just acting crazy, just walking along going, "Oh, girl, I ain't seen you to." Damn, Shaniqua, is that you stinking like that, girl? Well, you need to douche your nasty ass. There's a whole family of seagulls following your nasty ass. Damn.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
Good morning, and thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. See the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. And, of course, for everything Bob and Tom, you can check out bobandtom.com. All the latest highlights, news, information, links to all of our social media sites, as well as great videos you can watch. Pat Godwin in the performance room with his guitar. There's Ace Cosby telling a joke of the day. And, my gosh, it's the Bob and Tom Show puppet, Smack Tom. There is word on the street and rumblings behind the scenes that there could be a new Bob and Tom Show puppet montage on the way. Words mean nothing, Tom. Let's see it in action. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. Tropical storm Danielle continues to strengthen in the Atlantic Ocean. It is expected to become the first hurricane of the unusually quiet storm season. The storm is not currently a threat to any land. The storm's maximum sustained winds early Friday near 65 miles per hour. Not too scary. U.S. National Hurricane Center says additional strengthening is forecast from the storm, and it's expected to become a hurricane later in the day. The storm centered about 900 miles west of the Azores and is moving east. The Hurricane Center says the storm is expected to, quote, meander in the Atlantic over the next few days. Actor Anne Heche died without a will. Her 20-year-old son has filed court papers to control her estate. Homer LaFoon filed a petition in Los Angeles Superior Court Wednesday requesting he be allowed to administer his mother's estate. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old brother as her only heirs. The documents list the value of Heche's estate as currently unknown. The 53-year-old Heche, who was among Hollywood's biggest film stars in the late 1990s, was involved in a fiery car crash August 5th and died from the effects 6 days later. Again, no will. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. An ORD just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan to try and stop a nerve gas attack by the mean Russian men. Jack is hiding in the ductwork, crawling around. Then it pops up, pulls his gun, shouting, "Everybody down!" Jack is just trying to keep America free. But tell him a lie and he'll shoot your wife right in the knee. Gotta get the intel, no matter the cost. He gonna give the wet list to that German dude who was on Lost. Jackie said, Chloe, upload them schematics to my PDA. Gonna put my jacket hood on, hold my breath and save the day. Jackie said, oh yeah, life goes on. Long after they set off the nerve gas bomb. Oh yeah, I said life goes on. Long long after Michelle, Tony, and Edgar are gone. Little ditty about Jack Bauer's plan. Gonna whisper, then shout some, then whisper again. Curtis, where are you? Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Tell me about Mr. Cooper. Get in the chopper now. I said I wanted a cheeseburger.
Bob and Tom. They put the F in professional.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There is Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. Willie Griswold will be in as soon as he
feels like it.
Feels like it. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Once again, Willie was asked to do a special show last evening at the last minute, so I told him, well, look, you can't do this thing on 3 hours sleep. Why don't you take a break? You can take a break, Chick. Need an extra hour? Go ahead. Take it right now. I think we have more exciting news from the world of tennis. But you know what? I have a nice request over here.
What do you?
Okay.
Does it matter if I reply?
Does it matter if we're here?
I don't think it does. How about a little walk away?
Okay.
You suffered through Kid Charlemagne, and now you're going to have to suffer through.
And boy, did we suffer through Kid Charlemagne.
Oh, no.
I love Kid Charlemagne.
Hey, you guys want to write a song that has zero melody?
Oh,
you can't do anything with it?
Oh, you're out of your
wait a minute.
mind.
You're crazy. That thing is all over the place. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Is there gas in the car? Is there gas in the car?
Fascinating lyrics.
And I've got an argument about the lyrics.
I think the people down the hall know who you are.
Oh, guys, rhythm, anything.
Oh, that's a great song.
Oh, man.
Rare misstep.
We're not going to argue about music
At
right
least
now.
they never wore monster masks on stage. I can tell you that.
Thank you, Chick. I agree with you on that. Now, it's time now for a new feature on the show.
Oh, good.
By special request, one of my favorite movies, as you probably know by now, is Bye Bye Birdie, which I just love that movie.
What? Really?
Yes, and there's a great song in that, the Ed Sullivan tribute, which we're going to be doing a special version of for our friend Pat Sullivan, who's going to be our guide to the world of the Big Green Egg this year on the show. And we're going to be giving away a Big Green Egg Mini Max. This is the Rolls Royce of grilling equipment, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen the Big Green Egg. We're giving one away every week. It's called the Bob and Tom Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. It's up and running right now. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Every week, you just pick your NFL teams and see who wins. The rules are explained. You won't even need a lawyer to figure them out. But here's the song I'd like to reference real quick.
Me on the Ed Sullivan Show.
It's Paul Lynde, of course.
Ed Sullivan.
Oh, so great.
Me, Harry McAfee, appearing with
Harry McAfee.
Ed Sullivan.
It's one of the great movie scenes of all time, and features the lovely Anne Margaret.
Anne Margrock?
The show, she's so hot. But that's Paul Lynde as Harry McAfee singing about Ed Sullivan.
Wow, that was
it's time now for
misstep.
A special. He's great. A special feature. Here's the intro.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice?
Mr. Paul Lynde.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
Thank you. Now, Paul, when a man falls off a boat,
Yes.
you yell, "Man overboard."
Uh-huh.
What do you do when a woman falls overboard?
Full speed ahead.
Mr. Paul Lynde. Joke of the day.
Isn't that rich? Full speed ahead.
Now, why would you want to yell that, Paul? What about you?
It's just sort of vague and out there. I wear an ascot.
I don't know what you're trying
When
to
you say you want to be on Ed Sullivan, you mean... Oh, I'm sorry.
So Joe Sixpack enjoyed Paul Lynde in the center square, huh? Is that right?
Apparently.
He's always enough of him. Hilarious.
Right. Okay.
Very funny.
Yes.
Now, we return to the world of sports. What do you got over there?
Russell Wilson signed a 5-year extension yesterday. He's got a lot of money, $245 million with the Broncos. Tennis player Nick Kyrgios is complaining He's competing in the U.S. Open. Damn near won Wimbledon, but evidently there's too much marijuana wafting through the crowd at the U.S. Open, and Nick is upset.
Is that right?
He doesn't like the smell. CBS Sports reports that during the match, Kyrgios spoke to an official about the smell, prompting an umpire, Steve Ray, to make an announcement telling fans that smoking is not permitted near the court.
Where's Wimbledon? Like Georgia?
It says smoking is
Georgia.
Wait a minute.
Somewhere in the southern state?
This
In
isn't.
the UK,
It's not. This isn't Wimbledon.
Oh.
this is a U.S.
This is
Open.
U.S. Open. It's
New York.
in Flushing,
of course it would be.
Flushing Meadows, whatever it is.
Kyrgios said, quote, people don't know I'm a heavy asthmatic, so when I'm running side to side, struggling to breathe already, it's probably not something I want to be breathing in between points.
He thought you were coughing as a joke to the...
What are you coughing
I thought I was going to die, something in my throat.
Fingers crossed. He ended up defeating France's Benjamin Bonzi.
Oh,
didn't
nice.
he's the former? He's the son of former.
So who won Wimbledon?
Movie director. What's his face? Djokovic? No, yeah, the other guy. I don't know. Benjamin Bonzi was in Bonzi Goes to College with Ronald Reagan.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yes, yeah.
See, I was going somewhere.
Bedtime for Bonzi?
Dickless. No, I'm not laughing at that. You started this crap. Where's Wimbledon, Georgia? That's funny.
First of all, it's not Wimbledon. It's the U.S. Open.
That's how much I was not listening to this.
You know, Josh needs cheered up, and I know what song he really likes.
Michael McDonald. I love this song. The
Do you
Doobie
want to take
Brothers.
the oven mitts off?
It's horrible. It's a great
The song kicks in. It's great.
It's a real love by the Doobie
intro
Brothers.
is brutal.
He ended up winning over Bonzi. He'll face American J.J. Wolf.
So are people smoking pot in the stands?
That's what I'm wondering. Is it legal in New York? Is it?
I don't think so.
I don't know. It just seems.
Poor Chick. Really.
I know. I know.
We have to give Chick credit there. He had like 6 things in there. He had a Wolfman impression. He had.
No one heard.
I heard it.
I heard it.
You did Wolfman? I didn't hear you do Wolfman.
I heard it.
Hello there.
Put a sock in it, pal.
It's Wolfman.
J.J. Wolf.
Hello there.
I ruined a good Ronald Reagan starring with a monkey joke.
It sounds. Yes. I'm over
Bedtime for Bonzi.
It's a tapestry of humor.
Yeah, and we clawed hopped all over.
Wolfman sounds good. Hello there.
Hello there.
Good.
And it's a Wolfman.
That's the real one.
Gonna hit you hard with Martha and the Vandella.
That's very good.
Come on, that's pretty good.
That's very, very nice. Wolfman Jack.
Just think you have to have a poo.
That's where you go in your head?
That's how you get to the Wolfman.
By the way, yesterday we were talking about this horror film with Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
And the short version is apparently the. Yeah, apparently the
off air.
Winnie.
Off air.
Oh, that was off air.
Yeah,
it
was off air.
Apparently, whatever Winnie the Pooh, the copyright or whatever has gone away.
It's public domain now. Yeah.
So there's apparently, Josh, what's the background of this? There's a horror film.
Yeah, and Race and I were talking about it. I don't know if it's supposed to be a guy dressed as Winnie the Pooh, or if it's supposed to be Winnie the Pooh actually doing the murdering, and the other gang.
I was watching Daily Blast Live with our friend Al Jackson. And they played a clip of it, and the one woman was going, "This is just terrible." But and Al just goes, "No, Winnie the Pooh's the worst ever. It's not funny. It's not witty. It's just boring. I'm glad that he's killing people.
Oh,
hilarious!
Wow.
If you get a chance, I hope that's a clip posted on the Daily Blast Live with our friend Al Jackson." Who, by the way, Al.
What about my hero, Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore? I love that guy.
Yeah.
And Tigger, too.
Nope.
You like Tigger?
Eeyore's the one, and no matter what you got, Eeyore doesn't want anything to do with it.
No, he doesn't.
That's exactly right.
Well, now, Al is, of course, in the process of separating from his girlfriend, and he's currently living in a hotel.
Fiance, please, let's not downplay the pain.
Okay. Thank you.
I didn't know they were engaged.
And he mentioned that
she took the ceiling fan.
That she actually took the ceiling fans at their
Yes.
place.
That's funny. She had to get a screwdriver.
And then Christy, being, of course, a realtor, said, wait a second.
Yeah, those are a permanent fixture. You can't take
them.
those.
Well, she took them. Got this from, we'll just say Mr. O. He writes, going off on Al Jackson, I had a relationship that ended in July of 2020. and let her retrieve her items alone from the house. When I got home, she had taken the groceries I had just bought.
Oh, my God.
Almost empty shampoo bottles, dumped out the ice trays. It just goes on and on and on. But when the winter months arrived later that year, I wanted to wear some warm, comfy clothes. I opened a drawer and found it empty. Knowing I wouldn't check it for months, she'd gotten me in the long game.
Oh,
wow.
She was scorned.
Yeah, that's rough. Okay.
That is rough.
Hey, here's an idea.
P.S. It was worth it. Okay, thank you.
Can we talk about anything else other than divorce settlements?
Yeah, how do we know Al's fiance didn't purchase those ceiling fans a month ago and they just put them up? I'm tired of just giving Al the benefit of the doubt here.
It doesn't matter.
We all know what kind of guy he is, all right? We're going to pretend like we don't?
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, when you saw it, did you start weeping?
No, I'm like taking notes.
Go for it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
No, I saw it too, and I went, you can have that.
Is that thing prehensile? Can you pick up soap with it? When we come back, we'll get the show back on the track here. Do we have any more sports?
Baltimore Ravens, they had a press conference yesterday.
Okay.
And fear not, Buffalo Bills fans, your beer has arrived in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's the opener next Thursday. Bills and the Rams.
And then we have to discuss our peeing escapades coming up next week.
Yes, we do have to talk about that.
Okay. We get a lot of mail about
I've seen the diapers.
Okay. Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Now, this is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. You're on the Albert Brooks Show. And what is it you do for a living?
I do radio, actually.
Really?
Yes.
You do radio?
Yes.
That's incredible. So that's exciting. All right, we'll be right back. Come on! You do radio. This is a television show. Nobody cares. Help me out. You go back to your table. You have a life. My career's in the toilet. And then big smiles. Welcome back. We were kidding off the air. She's a killer, this one. So you were telling me before that you do radio.
Yes.
That's exciting. What do you do actually in radio?
I do news.
You do news?
Yes.
Really?
I'm a newsreader.
You are a newsreader.
Yes.
I didn't know. That's
Yes.
great. We'll be right back. Come on! You read the news.
Bob and Tom, 24/7. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll get your motor running on a Friday morning. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Reno Collier on the way. RenoCollierComedy.com. My gosh, you can see that man live on stage tonight. Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky. Lexington, I know you're going to show up to see Reno. You have a chance tonight and Saturday night. Comedy Off Broadway. Actually, he was there last night as well, and he's appearing with us today. Also, Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention. All coming up on a Friday. Stay tuned. More ahead on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. There are now new COVID-19 booster shots available, and they're designed to match the newest Omicron strains of the coronavirus. But now the government has to decide who's eligible to get them and when. The new variety of boosters were made by Pfizer and rival Moderna. Russia has launched week-long war games involving forces from China and other nations in a show of growing defense cooperation between Moscow and Beijing as they both face tensions with the United States. The maneuvers are also intended to show that Moscow has sufficient military might for massive drills, even as its troops engage in military action in Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry said the exercises will run until September 7th. And some convenience stores in Tokyo are being outfitted with small robots that can dispense drinks. The TX Skara slides back and forth between the refrigerated shelves of the store. The robot has a mechanical arm that can grasp a bottle or can from the stacks, then put the drinks on the shelf. The robot can fill a big need in many convenience stores because they're open 24/7, have thousands of products on hand, but relatively few workers. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but...
Yeah, they're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Yes, it's time now for another exciting episode.
Oh, no.
Of Murray Whiskey, Frontier Funeral Director.
Oh, no. My hero.
In this episode, Murray Whiskey has just gotten married. And he brings his beautiful new wife to their honeymoon room, their suite. They're getting undressed on their wedding night there. Murray Whiskey drops his trousers, throws them over to his new little bride. Just put those on. She looks at him incredulously. She says, go ahead, put them on. She puts on the trousers. She says, they're too big. I can't wear these. Murray Whiskey says, that's right. Remember that. I wear the pants in this family. Don't you ever forget that. She says, fine. She takes off her panties. She throws them over to Murray Whiskey. She says, you put those on. He tries. She says, you made me do it. You've got to do it. He says, okay. So he tries to get them on. Can't do it. He says, I can't even get these past my thighs. He says, I can't get into these panties. She says, yeah, and until you change your attitude, you're not going to either, partner.
A true tale from the Old West.
That concludes another exciting episode. Murray Whiskey, Frontier Pyromaniac over here. What are you lighting up the studio?
Yeah,
Bob?
this thing, it's not working. I'm sorry. Nothing.
Just brought to you by that new Japanese-Jewish restaurant, So Sue Me.
Thank you very much, Murray.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
I think the fetching the towel deserves a thank you. The one guy called in that. Yeah.
Tossing the towel to you?
Sure, that deserves a thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you don't want to do a thing where you come out with a hand towel and you go, oh, wait a minute, you probably want this one, and then you throw the
big wet towel. No, you don't.
Implying
What's something you were talking about earlier?
Stadium beers.
Your money shot you were saying was.
It's like 24 ounces.
So I don't know if this is with age, but I don't really have what you'd call a money shot. Mine just kind of quietly leaves the party. It's more of a will you take a check shot.
Kind of just slip out the side door.
Kind of moseys out.
That's my favorite joke of the year. Just kind of quietly leaves the party.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is Bob and Tom 24/7. My name is Jim Gaffigan. I have to go and, well, I just had a...
Yay.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show, a comedy show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, people are going to call the Better Business Bureau.
False advertising.
I didn't say the new comedy show.
Yeah, this is like a bait and switch. I thought it was comedy. Next thing I know.
Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick McGee.
He's over there. He's a funny guy. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
At the fabulous Upside Side.
Oh, Chick, with a scathing email for you.
I can't wait. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Friend to many, not this reporter, but many. There's Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning, Chick.
Because it was a sleepy dog daddy.
Oh, not this time. I was up being a night owl, man.
Oh, yeah.
He worked 10 minutes last night.
No, 5. He did 5 minutes.
I went to my friend's birthday show. You ever get, sad and lonely or angry all the time? And
I'm familiar.
Wait, hang on. Sad, lonely, angry? Oh, now you're in his wheelhouse.
You don't really know why you don't feel like yourself. So I'm trying to do stuff that makes me feel like myself. I'm hanging out with the pals. I go out, and then I got to do 5 minutes, have a good night, and then I came in a little late. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Good for you.
Love everything about it. Hi, Tom. I'm Chick.
Oh, good. Yeah, doing 5 minutes, Josh, to remind you of the old days in high school. Before you were paxilated.
No, I was paxilated at 19. And
really?
I didn't have sex. Or 18. I didn't have sex until I was 19. So.
And 5 minutes in high school is nothing to be embarrassed about.
No, that's amazing.
That's good.
Oh, yeah, I bet that would be considered
a felony.
Quite.
What are you talking about?
About 5 seconds.
Well,
Achieving orgasm too soon.
Oh.
See, it's a comedy show.
It's a comedy show. You got to
serve up the jokes.
Tell them.
See, nothing funnier than.
Speaking of comedy, are we still
premature ejaculation?
Are we still doing this?
Doing what?
Next Thursday.
There are a lot of people that are not happy about it.
I'm out. I'm not doing
diapers.
it.
What do you mean you're not doing it? Come on.
I don't think I'm doing it either. And I think you'll come to my side of the street when you see these are the diapers.
No, now that I see them, we have to do it.
Now, what we're talking about is the adult diaper challenge.
That's as big as my whole body.
Well, you'll wear a. Didn't we?
Mary had a little lamb.
Chick is now wearing an adult diaper on his head.
I swear to God, a diaper head McGee is the funniest thing.
I'll give you $1,000 if you do that.
I'm diaper head.
What if I fill a diaper?
That's not him.
If I fill a diaper with urine, will you do that again?
No.
By the way, we got this letter.
2 baby doctors
Once
walking
again-
down the street.
I don't get it.
Diaper head. As he's diaper head, man.
What we're going to do is next Thursday when the show starts, we're all going to put on adult diapers, and whoever's weighs the most after 2 hours, urine only, by the way.
All right.
Will be our winner. We each chip in $20, and then whoever wins gets to donate that money to their favorite
I'm
charity.
chipping in Aces, and Christy's chipping in Pats. We know.
Okay, now got this letter. This is a great suggestion, Christy.
Is this about the peeing?
This is about peeing. This is from Charles in Springfield, Missouri.
Charles.
Hello,
right.
Charles.
My name is Charles.
Christy, want to make some extra cash? Auction off your diaper after you filled it.
The man's not wrong.
No, no, and no.
Well, then may I have it?
No.
To auction off.
No.
Christy, you'd get at least $100.
I don't care.
What do you? Is this your dignity you're worried
Yes.
about? You've been on this show many years.
Yeah.
Your dignity, as they say, to mix the metaphor. That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
I'll sell mine for $100, by God.
I bet you could.
Do you just want to do this diaper challenge because you're probably going to be wearing them in a couple of years?
Exactly. I want to get used to it.
Hey.
Ain't the punk kid funny?
According to Shane.
He's a funny
Shane
guy.
says you guys should have your puppets wear diapers too.
No.
How can you
the
operate
puppets
them?
are, the puppets are
That's very funny.
puppets are sacred.
So we're going to be doing this, and we have a special request in honor of that.
All right.
Would you like to do that right now?
I would. Yes.
Okay. Pat?
Yes.
Sorry about no warning on this one. This is a request for, Josh can tell the story that sets this up.
Oh, I know.
It involves Josh's catting around and picking up some rando, as they say.
I thought it was at a work party, and they went home.
Don't ruin it with details that are correct. It's much funnier this way. No, Josh was at some shindig with his
in Vietnam
with his work people.
Wasn't in Vietnam.
It was in St. Louis.
Why? Let's go.
Mm-hmm. So the point of this matter is, as I recall the story, and you tell it better. Go ahead. What happened?
Tell your own story, Josh.
Are you kidding me?
And I'd be sure to embellish it the way he wants you to.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was at a work party, Six Flags work party, and they were, as the kids say, off the chain. Is that, and this girl that I'd worked with, we ended up hooking up. It was her house that the party was at. And then I stayed the night and woke up the next morning, realized I had wet the bed, and I had to wake her up and tell her, hey, sorry about this. And she said, whatever, I got to go to work. You stay here and clean my sheets. And I had to do that. Hungover.
Did she have her own washer and dryer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
In unit?
What?
In unit?
Right
Like
there
in
in
the house?
her apartment?
Yeah, it was in the, she was like renting a house.
Oh,
so
nice.
It was in there, yeah. Yeah.
But, that's, I mean, she trusted you to stay in her house?
Yeah. So I washed them. Then as soon as I put them in the dryer, I hit start and I bailed. But
did you have to wash your pajamas? Did you have a?
No, I slept naked.
Oh, nice.
I often do.
For an away game?
I sleep naked.
They had sex, Willie. Do you get dressed after?
Only during an away game. I never have my own butt stuff going on in their sheets. I don't wanna do
Really?
that. Yeah, I cover it up.
Like father, like son.
Like a gentleman. Like a gentleman. I'm not getting my...
Oh, okay.
No.
Wear your drawers, right? Yeah.
I sleep naked everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
You invite me to your house, I'm sleeping naked in your guest bed.
That's why you're not getting an invitation? No. So, and then did you would have to see her at work then periodically, yes?
Yeah, and we would kind of laugh about it. And we met, I don't remember if we ended up telling everybody.
Well, you
about
have
it
now.
Or not. Yeah, I mean, to me, it wasn't that big. It was just kind of one of those funny things. Yeah, I was
Right.
hammered and I missed the bed.
Sure.
What are you going to do?
Wow. In any event, Pat has a totally original song. It's kind of a sing-along about this. Please, if you
Here's one from Ringo. In the town where he was born, lived a man we call Josh. Went on a date with a girl from work. They both got pretty sloshed. They did the deed and went to sleep. Woke up soaking wet in a pile of pee. Josh was drunk and went to bed. She said, clean the sheets before you leave. They were sleeping on yellow piston sheets. Yellow piston sheets. Yellow piston sheets. They were sleeping on yellow piston sheets. Yellow piston sheets. Yellow piston sheets.
Oh, that's so nice.
Oh, isn't it?
Dear Josh.
Yes, sir.
In light of the Yellow Piston Sheets song, you clearly have an advantage over the competition when you have your peeing contest in the adult diapers because you already know how to soil yourself while wrapped in sheets of cloth.
Yeah, yeah.
That's David from Crete.
Crete?
Really?
Crete.
The country?
Isn't there a plague on Crete? I heard there was a plague on Crete.
Wow.
It's an island of just evil people and the women have snakes.
Yeah,
in there.
that's what I thought,
Do you know what they do at Crete? The
What?
ladies, they show their boobs all the
That's
time.
where they train the gladiators.
Really?
Oh, you can see a Crete teat anytime you like.
It's actually true.
You could see a Crete treat and a tate and a dog.
All right.
I went to bed till
Is this
I was-
like Crete the country?
Yeah,
It's an island in
I think.
Greece. There's a labyrinth there.
Yeah, the cruise ships
Read a
go
book.
there.
Come on.
Oh, riddled with minotaurs.
Oh, the cruise ships go there?
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful.
Okay, very nice.
It's by Greece,
Now,
right?
when you're in the cruise ships, Pat, you play the big room?
Oh, big room, Pat. Pat, big room's got
Nothing but the big room.
Patty big rooms, yeah.
What's the biggest cruise ship auditorium?
Probably the Allure of the Seas or the Oasis of the Seas, maybe 5,000.
Wow.
That's not true. It would sink.
It's like a city on the water.
What?
That's big. That's big. Coming up in sports, we have one.
The Baltimore Ravens had a press
You
conference.
know, you never hear about the comedian on the Titanic.
No, you don't. And they have a violin
Oh, that's
player.
such a great setup. Don't. Yeah,
We'll do
you
something
may
like
want to
that.
think this through. We may want to take our time.
Where's everybody going? Is something I said? What's going on?
You ever think about how New York and L.A. are kind of different?
Folks, I didn't get the light yet. Hold on.
Did you hear that?
What the hell was that? Hey, we got enough more ice for the drinks. All right.
Yeah, baby. I want to talk to you again about testosterone. What's that all about? Well, men, that can affect your sex drive. Testosterone can affect erections. It can affect muscle mass, bone mass, and even sperm production. So pay close attention. Low T is how they refer to it kindly on the radio and on the TV. So low T can mean a reduction in your sex drive even, lower energy, mood changes. So maybe worth looking at this, something new from our friends at Roman. Roman are the people famous for the ease with which they have made the world of pharmaceuticals in the realm of ED a thing. And we've been talking about GetRoman.com/wood for a long time. This is something different. This is the Roman Testosterone Test Kit. It cannot diagnose if you have low T, but it can help you decide to further investigate the potential cause of your symptoms with your healthcare provider. Roman sends you an easy-to-use kit, step-by-step video instructions. They even cover free 2-day shipping to and from your home. Take the test before 10 a.m. and ship it back the same day. Now, what happens? Well, Roman sends you a certified set of lab results, easy to read, a downloadable PDF file, breaks it all down And then you can hook up with a U.S. licensed healthcare professional for a free consultation. So GetRoman.com/BT show. Do that again today. It's GetRoman.com/BT show for your at-home testosterone test kit, $69 total. GetRoman.com/BT show. Now, in the realm of sexuality, a new study indicates that those people who are deeply religious have something interesting about their sex life. You're going to be surprised. Star Wars news coming up, reptiles, airplanes, all kinds of exciting things, including perineum news.
Okay.
I tain't lying. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
How's that sound? Well, that sounds very nice. Thank you. Haywood has his guitar.
Oh my God, that's beautiful. Thank you.
We've had a lot of weird things happen this summer in the world of trucking. For example, here's a story out of Vegas. A semi-truck carrying a load of bananas crashed into the center median on northbound Interstate 15 Friday morning.
Yes, we have no bananas.
We've had so many of these. Remember this? Do you remember the spaghetti one?
We had spaghetti. We've had pizzas. We got a lot of stuff.
It's spaghetti time.
But occasionally, a big rig goes down, and you hope the drivers are doing okay. Here's one: a big rig spilled sausage all over a Minnesota highway in Eden Prairie, Minnesota.
That's the worst.
Oh, the worst. Oh, I get it.
Hey, Tom,
like bratwurst.
Where'd that happen? Up on the highway.
I'm surprised it didn't happen in Johnsonville. You see, however, if you're going to do that, if you're going to do that,
well.
You know what? Those kids in Johnsonville are misbehaving. They're all
brats.
Okay, there we go.
Brats better. Yeah.
I said, well, right.
But I thought this would lead into the great Haywood Banks song, 18 Wheels on a Big Rig. This is a great sing-along.
Nope, not doing it.
But you've got to focus.
You do. You have to pay attention.
The hard part of this, to me, there's a bunch of hard parts, but the Roman numeral part,
you want
very
that part
tough.
too?
Do you remember that part?
You want that part too?
I, XVI.
Or we could have them.
XVI.
Enough about you, though.
Okay, go ahead. I'm just getting ready for it.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Yeah, buddy, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers.
This is an easy one.
Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 13. We on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, on a big rig, and they're rolling. Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, V, I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Yes, very good.
Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XV, I, XV, I, XV, I, XV, X, IV, XII, XII, XI, XIX, VII, VII, VIV, IV, III, wheels on a big rig. And they're roaming.
All right.
Zowie. The backwards one. The backwards Roman
That's
numerals.
impressive.
I take no chances. I pee in the tub or out in the yard. I don't even mess with it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, my wife is a cop. It's very weird being in bed with a cop. Do you know how embarrassing it is to be in the middle of making love to your wife and all of a sudden you hear, "What's your hurry, pal?" Do you know why I stopped you? Do you know how fast you were going? I gotta wear a radar detector on my wiener. It's a fuzz buster.
Bravo!
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
Yeah, but it turns out I don't sleep well anyway. I've been grinding my teeth. I didn't know I grind my teeth until I woke up. My husband was pouring coffee beans into my mouth. What a weird way to save time in the morning.
No kidding, but it's fresh coffee.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
Hi, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello, Chick.
At the Upside Sidekick.
Hello there, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, buddy.
Stronger than dirt.
There's Willie.
Josh's B.O. is stronger than dirt.
Willie Griswold's here.
The way his brain works, man.
I know it.
No, see, that's I stole that. That's what we used to do to Alan Burke when I was a kid.
Oh, sure.
Or Alan Burke.
Here's Tom.
That was his, well, but that wasn't his name, sorry.
No, it was his name.
He didn't deserve it. But, you know, you're kids and you pick on some poor guy.
Yeah, we had a guy, Stuart. If you're listening, I apologize.
No, he's long.
Yeah,
Terrible,
sorry, Jonathan.
terrible B.O.
We were I should. Why did I say that out loud?
Yeah, Stuart. What was
Poor
Stuart's
Stuart.
problem? What was the problem?
He had a funny last name.
What was it? Like
funny
penis or
Was it?
That is funny. Yeah.
Was it
Stuart penis?
Was it fart face?
It wasn't Pecker Wrecker, was it?
Stuart the Pecker Wrecker?
That's funny.
Oh, if he's listening, it was Mazur.
Oh, like manure?
Yeah, well, we said lived in a sewer. We used to. It was terrible. We were terrible kids.
Aren't kids great? Yeah, you need to give me some of these names for Dick Hitzwater. He's always
Fatty,
sitting in front of
remember fatty 2x4 couldn't get through the bathroom door.
Yeah, we were terrible.
In my era, it was kitchen door. Kind of changed a little bit.
Did it on the floor?
Oh, that's even more tragic. The poor fatty can't get into the kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah,
struggling.
You ever this one? Fatty had a party and nobody came. That'll get you. That'll hurt your feelings. Oh, geez.
I had a party once. Nobody came.
Nobody came to Christy's party.
One person.
Oh,
Yeah.
birthday party?
Didn't affect me at all.
we could do a little thing on we could get a packed house. Christy Lee panty party. That's right. Everyone who comes gets a pair.
That's right. You throw a panty party,
It's
people
a
are coming.
pair of game worn Christy Lee panties. Oh, there'd be 100 guys
Anyway.
lined up.
I can have a party as if I give away my underwear. Well, that's not true.
Yeah, it's stupid. We're not giving it away. We're selling it.
I've been to a party at your house and you didn't give away underwear. Now, that doesn't mean I didn't go home with some, but you weren't giving them away.
That's okay. You're allowed in my drawers.
Now, coming up, we have some fascinating stuff in the world of news, but we have to wrap up sports.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, what do you got over there?
Baltimore Ravens have placed their mascot, Poe.
Poe?
That's right, P-O-E.
That is so lame. Even
That is.
a mascot named after
like
a
Edgar
poem.
Allan.
It's not so lame. It is so...
He's a Raven.
Raven. Oh.
That's so Raven.
God.
Very nice.
Coach John Harbaugh, who I don't care for, he had the news conference yesterday, and oh, look at John. He made a joke. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Do have a personnel announcement to make. Poe is going to be put on injured reserve for the rest of the season. He's going to be done. Unfortunately, he sustained a serious injury to his drumstick, and he will not be able to perform for the rest of the season. We will find a replacement. We're going to go to work on it right away.
Is he food?
Yeah. Hey, I'm really hurt, Coach.
What happened to him?
But you wouldn't call it his drumstick. You don't eat a crow.
At halftime, thanks for
Some
asking,
eat crow.
It's a raven. It's not a crow.
Thanks a lot for asking,
Aren't
Christy.
they the same?
No.
At halftime, between the
I think Kate
Ravens.
Hudson knows what a crow tastes like.
I was going to answer you, but no, not now. Good luck. And Coach Harbaugh continues.
What a baby.
Just tell us the
Appreciate you guys
story.
coming out.
I'm taking my marbles and going home.
What happened? Tell me everything that happened. Tell me.
So the mascot, the mascot was
Are we supposed to
injured.
guess?
The mascot was injured. It was in the news.
What?
The mascot was injured. The mascot's name is Poe, after Edgar Allan Poe. The team is the Ravens.
Correct.
Very
All
good,
of those
Tom.
things I got.
She has stamped that with her approval. We can continue.
So
Christian,
how was she? How was the? Never mind.
how was Poe injured?
Now you
How
say
was
never
Poe
mind.
injured?
And it's never more.
No, he's not going to this season. He'll
At
play
halftime during a
nevermore.
preseason game, I'm going to talk, no matter how much you pricks talk. At halftime of the preseason game, they had mascots versus Pee Wee football people.
Okay.
Little kids. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking little boys, but maybe little girls. And during a tackle or something, he got hurt.
So the mascot got injured, and now they're making a big deal
Put
out
a
of it.
new mascot in there?
Boy, more, yes.
So Christy's right. Can't they just put some other kid in there, and now
Nobody
I think
would
they're
know.
going to, but that's a shame. You want your first call mascot.
I ain't stopping this.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
So it's not
do
the
have
real
a
mascot.
Personnel announcement to make.
Kiss my
Poe
ass,
is going to be put on injured reserve for the rest of the season. He's going to be done. Unfortunately, he sustained a serious injury to his drumstick, and he will not be able to
How could he have a
perform for the rest of the
drumstick?
season. We will find a replacement.
Again,
We're going to
you
go to
eat
work on that right
Raven?
away. We're going to turn over every stone.
It's a joke,
Scour
Tom.
everywhere and find his replacement. We're going to get right into evaluating our options and see where we go next.
He
and
went on this
see if we can
long?
Find somebody to replace
Didn't get a
Poe.
laugh either.
No one. Nothing. Who's
No
he
one
saying
laughed
it
at
to?
drumstick either. Do you want to know what a drumstick is? It's a
Kiss
leg
my
on a
ass.
bird. Oh. Hang on a
Good for
second.
you, Kristen. Don't put up with Spider over there.
Good for you, Spider. Good for you. You got to put up with that?
So a crow and a raven are different, huh?
I believe
Jesus.
so. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll have you know they
Hence
use
the two different words.
Yeah.
Turkeys are different from chickens.
Isn't that something?
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. There's a lot of difference.
Yeah, I know.
Green and blue are different. A house and the floor is different.
So Poe is out.
Yes.
Poe.
Popo? Yes.
Well, don't call the cops on me.
He did this
Are
for
we,
this.
are we at the end of the road?
Yes.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Po.
Popo.
You know what they should do?
What should they do?
I got a lot of
Did
ideas.
it take us off the air? I agree.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for this crap.
I mean, I got a great idea for them. This would get Baltimore some positive press, and God knows they need it. The city of Baltimore should have local celebrities inside the costume every week and
Who,
not
like
say who
David
it is.
Chase? Who's a local Baltimore celebrity?
Like the masked singer kind of thing?
Yeah, like the masked singer, the masked mascot. At the end of every game, the guy takes his head off, or the
You
lady
have
takes
Cal
his
Ripken Jr., a famous Oriole.
That'd
you
be
could have
fun.
John Waters.
Oh, I love John Waters. He'd be,
That would be fun.
He'd be great.
Yeah.
The masked mascot. So I get nothing from Chick. They do, what's your fix here? What do you do?
They're going to find somebody else to put in the suit.
Yeah.
But can they have another press conference when they do that? Because this one was so exciting.
They could have not told us and just put somebody in the suit. No one would have known.
Yeah. Is your team been meeting good?
She's right.
Okay.
I just watched Chick's brain break.
I think it'd be funny if they had the Orioles mascot come over and fill in.
Oh, no.
Funny in what way?
When we look to humor, at last, we're all out wandering around in a cave, and Ace has a
I think we're all
Go ahead.
We're all shooting, and so far we've had nothing score.
I got a 3-pointer, baby.
I got a 3-pointer.
Josh attacked Chick, and then Chick attacked Christy.
It was awesome.
And then Ace attacked Chick, and then my dad attacked
Right.
Ace.
Yeah, I mean, it was just friendly fire anyway. It was nuts.
Nothing hit.
There's flying around everywhere.
Yeah.
Not even a good Nevermore joke about. By the way, you know what's
I
always
had a
pissed
good
me off?
Nevermore joke.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it quoth?
Quoth nevermore?
Quoth the Raven nevermore. Always pissed me off. That's why I hated that stupid poem.
Oh, that used to be the past tense of quote. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Whoever uses that.
Well, we don't. Language changes.
If someone said something quoth to you, you would stomp away.
Oh, I let it go.
You try writing a poem in cocaine fever, okay?
Opium and you know what? He's got a point.
You know?
You ever tried writing on opium?
Jeez.
The guy was working hard.
You can drool. That's about it.
Wander around town on opium.
Putting words together.
You know how hard it is to write when you got the shakes?
Man, oh, man.
Oh, God. Well,
whiskey. Bad cocaine.
A little bit of Little Feat.
I'm singing Little Feat to make myself happy.
Yes.
So, Christy, to
Joy does come with it.
To clarify.
Yes, Tom.
To clarify, this is only for Josh.
Yes, Tom.
To clarify, the Raven mascot Poe injured his leg when he fell on the stairs at the House of Usher. Want to explain that to her, Josh?
House of Usher, of course, another classic Poe story.
Poe story. Telltale Heart.
House of Usher, remember the cool one with the swinging blade?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sure. The
what was
Pit
that?
and the Pendulum.
Pit and the Pendulum. Yeah, that's boy. That's
so far, this show, the Pit.
Yeah.
The Pit
swinging blade. No, we've had a pendulum. We've been swinging from bad to worse.
What's the song where the guy goes like a pendulum do?
Roger Miller.
Roger Miller, yeah.
Oh, my
England
God.
swings.
Yeah.
England swings like a pendulum do.
You just have a
Pendulum
warehouse
do.
of bad music in your brain.
Oh, that Roger Miller stuff is wonderful.
I love Roger Miller. My dad was
That's a good
huge
piece of hope.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dang me?
Dang
me?
I love Dang Me.
No!
I'll take a rope and hang me.
Come on.
High from the highest
tree. Woman, would you weep for
woman,
me?
Okay,
Okay, here we go.
That's music.
We have the Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. Excuse me. We got to get this in here.
We got to get this in here.
The Pigskin Pick'em Challenge. By the way, Chick's fantasy football team, the Guardians of the Commanders.
Yeah, and I signed up, and all I can get on the, what is it, outside the line? What do they call it? That
All
rep
pro
site?
lines?
Yeah, the Kasaki's, yeah, whatever.
Let's not muddy the
Scam they're
waters
running.
with.
All I have is Team McGee. I couldn't get the name in. I barely got registered. You have to join something.
Well, I'm going to call the team the Guardians of the Commanders.
It's not an endorsement.
Highlighting the two worst new team names in professional sports.
You go right ahead.
The Big Green Egg. We're big fans, and we're giving away the famous Big Green Egg Mini Max. These are the Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royces of grilling, is that fair to say? You can win one every week starting next week. It's a bobandtom.com/contest, and it's really fun. You pick the winners of your favorite. It's very easy, and you also get to talk to Chick McGee during the famous Shoe-In of the Week segment and pick against the Chickster.
I was edging yesterday. My lawn.
Yeah.
I love that, where you get really close to the back.
I was edging my lawn.
Baseball.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice, yeah.
And one of my neighbors pulled up. His car slowed up, and he rolled the window down, and he said, "You tell that Chick McGee, that grill, I want him to, he might as well drop it over at my house. I already made my picks."
Aha.
Yes. I
What's
said,
this you got this clown's name?
Oh, I would never bother to ask his name. But
do you know any of your neighbors' names?
Yeah, sure.
Jessica
yeah.
Alsman doesn't count.
No, yeah.
Is your edger electric?
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's a trimmer edger.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, it's a treasure.
It is a treasure. It's very nice.
Okay. Time to move forward. Is there anything else in the world of sports?
Yes.
Oh, Roger Miller.
You can't take a in a barricade cage. You can't take a
in a barricade cage.
Roger.
We can't play that on the radio.
That's not going to play in Peoria, my friend.
Get your pen.
Yeah. Roger Miller.
Okay. Now, yesterday we had a story that I want to bring back that I thought was pretty funny. I learned something about my phone. The I forget what you call it.
AirDrop.
Okay.
Yeah. What did you call it? The
naked pictures in the air.
Naked pictures floating in the air. Whatever the hell it is.
Airwaves.
AirDrop.
Okay.
Cyber flashing.
Do you remember the story, Christy?
Yeah, absolutely. A Southwest pilot was taking a flight to Cabo, and somebody on the plane was trying to was airdropping photos, naked photos of themselves. He got wind of it, was not happy.
We have the audio.
Yeah.
Here it is.
So here's the deal. This continues while we're on the ground. I'm going to have to pull back to the gate. Everybody's going to have to get off. We're going to have to get security involved. and it's vacation that's going to be ruined. So you folks, whatever that airdrop thing is, quit sending naked pictures. Let's get yourself to a combo.
Okay, this is sending naked pictures. And
right.
Apparently, the tray tables weren't the only things in the upright position. As be able to wear
Vacation's going to be ruined.
So the way this works is anybody who has their phone on that setting.
Right. If you have AirDrop everyone,
if it's on these pictures,
they'll show up.
They
on
show
your
up
phone.
without even you don't have to even accept them. Right away, you see one.
It'll be a thumbnail picture.
So
of the
kids
picture.
could be getting unfortunate pictures of genitalia or whatever.
Absolutely.
Well, they need to learn.
Okay.
About the body.
No, it's terrible. According to
context.
this story, it says from the sources, the Daily Dot, the practice of airdropping nudes to strangers is called cyber flashing.
Yeah.
So now digital perversion, I guess, would be.
Digital perversion's been out there.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, this is really awful. How many D-pics do you have on your phone?
None.
Okay. Do you erase them or you?
I know. I've only received one in my lifetime, and it was because we were talking about it on the air, and I'd never had one. And the person I was seeing at the time sent me one.
Oh, what a nice
I
treat.
was like, thanks.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, you should have sent back. Looks just like my dad.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Completely freak him out. No?
No, I think it's great.
It's an insane joke to make.
Yes, but it's very funny. It's a fun time. If she laughs, or if he laughs, you marry that man. You know what I mean? Like that's.
No, I didn't, thankfully.
So, anyway, that gave me an excuse to play this. This is just for Chick.
Pilot of the airwaves, here is my request.
Why are we playing this?
Because the pilot was talking.
What a pile of crap.
You don't like that song?
No.
Vocals are too layered.
It's got some weird synth vocal thing.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
cool.
like phasing going on.
And isn't that a song about a DJ and requesting your favorite song? Didn't that remind you of the days when you were in West Virginia?
Nope.
Trying to pick up the ladies.
Chick, have you ever referred to yourself as a pilot of the airwaves?
I don't like disc jockey.
Yeah.
I don't like any of those.
Have you ever gone on a date with a fan, like somebody that called? No, that called the station.
I don't think you could really call it a date. Thank you very much.
All I know is I don't want to mention any names, but there are things that happened in this building.
Oh yeah.
I know Jay Baker used to do things.
I love Jay.
Yeah,
one of the funniest people I know.
He did a lot of weird stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Don't ask him about the Journey tickets.
No.
Now, my first husband was a DJ. He liked to date groupies, and that I didn't know you could do that while you were still married.
Do you know what we had? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right.
Back in the day when Bob and I were working at the 100,000 watt blowtorch that was WJML.
Yeah.
We covered more water
you did.
with our signal. We went up to Canada. We were in the Upper Peninsula. But we had we had deer that loved our show.
Yeah.
But we had one particular disc jockey who loved to do that. We could call him right now, except he did it once, and something really bad happened.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard to breathe.
Was she married?
Throat's been slit. The point is,
we're like right at the end of the break.
We were just having a fun little conversation.
Christy, what happened was the mascots got together at halftime, and some minor league little kids playing football. They were there playing with the mascots, and the Ravens.
There's
mascot,
more to the story about it.
Somebody got hurt.
But Christy, I want to tell you, we had a picture.
Jesus.
We had two pictures. We had one of those ever seen those microphones? I don't think they use them anymore. Ace, I think we had one here for. They're the size of a football.
Yeah.
They look ridiculous.
But they are good mics.
They were gigantic. We had one of those, but over to the right, there were two pictures by the phones of the two ugliest people you've ever seen. A man and a woman, and underneath it said, "This is who you are talking to." And the idea was, particularly for certain people, that, late at night, the overnight guy, he'd be talking to some woman.
She had a really sexy voice.
Yeah. Then she'd arrive and get off the forklift.
That's why I always told up-and-coming DJs, watch Play Misty for me before you...
Yeah. Or watch Fatal Attraction, fellas. In any event, it's time for us to move on. Is that sports?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not sports. We haven't even talked about college football yet.
Okay, all right, okay. But before we go... Thank you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Yes, I have been doing lots of research, and now if you tell me who your favorite band is or what your favorite movie is or even what your favorite book is, I can tell you what you are saying about yourself.
Okay, Christy, can we start with you? Do you mind? Christy,
My favorite movie.
Road-
man,
is it
no
Roadhouse, did
movie.
we say?
Not Roadhouse.
Okay,
That's
not
the movie
Roadhouse.
that you can't turn away from.
Favorite movie?
No.
My favorite movie.
Yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany with
Oh,
Audrey
my God. Are you
Hepburn.
serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
boy, that's going to be a really mean one for me to start out on. I can
Ooh.
tell you what you're saying about yourself is I'm not nearly as cute as I think I am. That's what that says about you. It's awful. It's
okay.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I hate to start off on such a mean note.
I got you. How about your favorite band, Christy?
Say Michael Bubble or
Can I
whatever.
say
the hell.
Maroon 5?
Sure,
Maroon
go ahead.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. If your favorite band is Maroon 5, what you're saying about yourself is, man, 10% off every purchase? This Gap credit card was the best decision ever.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
His name, Reno Collier. RenoCollierComedy.com. You can catch him tonight. Comedy off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky. And if you've already got plans tonight, he's going to be on stage Saturday night. Comedy off Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky. That's RenoCollierComedy.com for more on Reno, as well as his tour schedule, as he'll be out and about. Wilmington, North Carolina next weekend, Friday, September 9th and Saturday, September 10th at the Dead Crow Comedy Room. That's right. And September 30th, the Fraternal Order of Eagles in Greensburg, Indiana, with our own Josh Arnold. And you can find out more about Josh at thatjosharnold.com and get tickets for that show in Greensburg, Indiana. Again, the Eagles Lodge coming up at the end of the month, Friday, September 30th. Let me do the math. That's like 3 weeks from today. Again, Reno and Josh, JoshArnold.com. And we roll through a Friday with you. More on the way right here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Lucinda Williams, Chris Isaac, Brandi Carlile, and the Indigo Girls are among those who will perform at the American Honors and Awards. The lineup was announced this week by organizers of the event, who went on to say that Isaac and the Indigo Girls are going to receive Lifetime Achievement Awards. That event set for September 14th at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. When she died in that car accident earlier this year, Anne Heche left behind 2 sons, but no will. Now her oldest son wants to run his late mom's estate. Homer LaFoon has filed paperwork asking to handle her affairs. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old half-brother as sole heirs. The document says the value of Heche's estate is unknown. And finally, authorities in New Jersey have come out with new information in the case against Gary Busey, who is accused of inappropriately touching at least 3 women at a movie convention last month. A release from police in Cherry Hill provides no real detail about the allegations. Busey, 78, was a featured guest at the Horror Movie Fan Fest, but after getting complaints from some attendees, organizers excused him and asked him to leave. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Director at a wildlife park in Florida had his hand bitten off by one of his own alligators.
Oh, no.
Florida Gator Garden. Look at him laughing.
Gator took the hand of the man who's the wildlife director. Take a look at Captain Hook and what the gator took, and you plainly see. Never put your hand by their mouth unless you want to be an amputee. Come on! Gator took the hand of the man who's the wildlife director. Clap your hand. Never put your hand by their mouth unless you want to be an amputee.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Greg Warren, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
With us in the studio, comedian Doug Stanhope. I wanted to talk about something fairly mundane, actually, with Doug. You hate baseball. Am I correct?
Baseball players they look like cops so much. They're so they're so joyless.
Are you out of your mind?
But no, you watch any other sport and they're happy and they're pumping up the crowd, they're high-fiving, and baseball guys, they just look so joyless and smug, and they just sit there in the dugout and they look like cops. You know how someone gets pulled over, they have no registration, and you need 9 officers and they all stand around with their arms crossed and self-important looking. No joy in their face.
So what do you do during? Because I can tell you love.
I'll bet on baseball because I think that's the only reason people watch it is because it's the only thing on in the summer. I hate the Yankees. That's the only reason I watch baseball is to hope the Yankees lose, and I guess that's probably a miserable. Just because they buy their team and their fans are so obnoxious. Like if you're gonna just be cheering in the stands, pick an underdog and have some character. If you have money on the game, it's different. That's like having stock in a company.
Yeah.
But if you're just going to be a loudmouth, beer-fueled ass bag in the stands, pick the underdog. Rooting for the Yankees is like going to a casino and cheering for the house. You're already supposed to win. You're standing behind the blackjack table going, "Oh, dealer busted your ass, bitch. Oh, that's my dealer. I got my..."
Out in Fishers.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Well, hello.
Hello. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Jay.
I think he's early. There's Josh Arnold at the upside sidekick chair.
Talking about Reno?
Shut up. There's
Reno coming early. Who you been talking to? His wife?
Smoking, huh? There's Ace Cosby out there. At the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
A lot of love in the room.
That was his coffee. That was his coffee steaming.
I don't think it was. Not the odor. I know the difference between the smell of coffee and cigarettes.
I picked up a hitchhiker.
Here's
Did you kill him yet? Can I help?
He's in a truck.
Tom, this is your idea.
Comedian Reno Collier has joined us in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Reno's one of my favorite people. He's a nice man.
Well, why not put him on the air then? Let's do it.
That's pretty much what we do all the time.
Pay no attention to him.
Hey, dear nitwits, we have a letter. What the hell is going on this morning?
That's what I want to know.
Quite entertaining, though. Thanks from Scott.
Scotty.
All right, Scott.
What did he like? That part about that friend of mine that got killed?
With his throat. Yeah, that was it.
This is from Brandon. Folks, the show's often off the rails, but this week it's a new standard. Defensive Tom, Chick versus Ace, Willie versus Tom, the PP Challenge, and Diaperhead McGee. That's my new favorite superhero. He's made him a superhero.
Yes.
I can't wait to hear more.
That'll be memed up.
Now, we have to explain that Diaperhead McGee...
We got to get Reno in on this.
Okay.
I want to see him wearing a... Yeah, go ahead.
We are going to be wearing... I'll explain this to you, Reno. I'm sorry. Starting at square one, we're going to be putting on adult diapers next Thursday morning when the show starts. And then for the next 2 hours, the idea is whoever can fill it with the most urine will be the winner. Now, it's urine only. Reno, urine only. If you poop, you're ineligible.
Right.
That
seems rude.
And you got to go to the shower, don't you? Although we do have wipes.
Well, yeah, you're going to need a case of them. That's not enough. If I poop in that diaper, I'm going to be climbing up in the sink.
These are North Shore Supreme wipes with aloe and calendula.
You got your witch hazel in there? That's important.
Well, the point is, Reno, Chick McGee has created a new character by taking one of the adult diapers and wrapping it around his head. And he becomes
Diaper head.
Diaper head.
Diaper head. How's the missus?
I hope she'd change me.
She can't change you, Diaper head. Willie's not comfortable with this.
There's so many options for Diaper head.
I have to sound more manly if people make fun of me.
Are you like a Southern gentleman? What's
That's right, Diaper head.
Could you?
I'll say.
There we go. Now it's sounding a little more like the Colonel as opposed to. Well, never mind. So Reno, if you want to come back next Thursday, you can
pee with us.
That'd be great. Come on, pee with us.
Come pee with me.
All we are saying is give pee a chance.
We're going to do this we're going to sit in these chairs that we sit in every day.
Yes. We're going to cover them with plastic.
In this carpeted, the whole building's carpeted.
No, we need new carpeting anyway.
We have heard.
So why not piss all over it?
In the back channels and the grapevines that these diapers, no matter what diapers you get, they're really more for accidents and spillage and piddling and not for sitting in them.
No.
Yeah, it's not a fishing tournament. You're not going for weight.
It's not. Yeah.
No.
In fact, we're using
a fishing.
Yeah.
Here's how this started.
Great minds think alike. Yes.
We had a letter from a guy, a few months ago that they were going to be going to a NASCAR race, and so before they went, to prep. They were going to wear adult diapers at the race so they didn't have to leave the stands.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite get. I've been to a NASCAR race, and by the time they make it around the track, I could have gotten a thing of popcorn, 4 beers, and peed, but that's a different story.
Right.
So this is from a young lady named Tracy. She writes, just before Mother's Day every year for the past 6 years, on that Saturday, a bunch of us get together, 9 people this year, both men and women.
Yep.
Each puts $10 in a pot, wear adult diapers for 2 hours, drink heavily. The heaviest pull-up after wins the money. This year it was 3 pounds, 14 ounces.
Was there a baby in there?
And she says the deal is no water pills, just urine. Once again, if you soil the diaper with anything more serious, you're ineligible.
And if you think I'm wearing a diaper Thursday morning and not taking a dump in it,
I'm leaving if you do that.
I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could physically turn the switch. Because when you're a little kid, it takes you so long to learn how to do that.
There's got to be a series of checks and balances. There's got to be someone with the authority to put an end to this. This can't happen. Are we really going to do this?
We were all kind of talking off the air.
There are some people.
A lot of our friends and family are real disappointed.
Well, you know something, Josh? Maybe they won't be so disappointed when you keep paying the bills.
Yeah. This is a radio show, not a hazing event for a fraternity.
This is from...
He brings up a good point, Dad.
This is
I'm not
from
eating the cracker.
Jess Hooker, who's in charge of somehow getting the diapers and the wipes, and she says...
And changing us.
She does have plastic chair covers and tarps to put under the chairs.
So all morning, we're just going to hear...
Yeah.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special surprise.
Oh, gosh.
Joining us on the telephone on line 3, Ace, we have Tracy, who wrote us our letter. Hey, Tracy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tracy, thanks for the letter.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Tracy.
Thanks, Tracy.
And, Tracy, you signed the letter, The Pissers on McKim Way. What does that mean?
That's where everybody lives. We live in Western Pennsylvania, and that's the street that a lot of the participants live on.
Okay. And how did you do in the contest this year?
I actually didn't do it.
Oh, really?
Wait a second.
Let's get her ass in here.
She is going to compete on Thursday.
Oh, funny stuff.
Thanks, Tracy.
Tracy, why did you not compete?
Let me put it to you this way. I'm like the administrator. How's that? I make sure everything runs smoothly.
So to speak.
I help with the weighing.
I see. So
I help distributing, stuff like that.
I see. And obviously you're the publicist. So what you're suggesting is that I not do it, and
I'll be there. I knew it.
No way.
Somebody just called this that you were going to weasel out of it.
I knew it.
I'll walk out.
I knew it.
I'll walk out. You'll never see me again.
You're going to weasel, you weasel. I knew you were.
Tracy, not only am I going to do it, I am going to win. Now, when we weigh the diapers, we're going to use one of those fishing things, and then I have suggested that the winning diaper be mounted.
We use a digital scale. We just bought from like one of the big name brand stores. It's just a little digital thing.
Yeah, you set it on.
Is it like a postal meter scale?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's
but see, that's not going to have the comic effect of holding up a soiled diaper, like you're holding up a 40-pound bass. That's the world record.
Well, we put them all in little bags, like the convenience store plastic bag.
No, we're not doing
that.
I want it dripping.
This is far too logical. We want to get piss everywhere on the porch here.
What brand of diaper do you use, or do you use like a pull?
Yeah, we use the name brand. Can I say that on the air?
Sure, you really can't, Christy. I don't know why Christy asked that. So here's the.
No, yeah, you can use the name. Go ahead. What is it?
Okay. Yeah, we use the Depends.
Okay.
And everybody uses the same size. So everybody's on the same level.
See, that's going to create a problem because
I'm not doing that.
Some of us have larger derrieres than others.
Yeah, we can all wear the same size. The straps will adjust, and you.
What about around the thighs?
Yeah, Christy's will be at her knees.
I know. Look how big that diaper is.
We've actually had people use duct tape around their waist.
Oh, okay. So Tracy just said that they had people use duct tape as well. You duct tape the.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Chick's putting on over his pants. Do you mind? Would it be okay if we asked the first name only of the winner of this year's contest?
John.
John. It was a guy. Were any of the women close?
No.
Boy.
Really?
No.
The winner of the bathroom contest was named John.
Hey, it could have been named Phil.
Is the trick that John uses at drinking a lot of beer?
Everybody drinks a lot of beer that day, yes.
Yeah. Did you drink a lot of beer that day, or as the observer, were you not allowed to?
I drink heavily that day, yes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Beer.
Okay. Well, Tracy, we got to run here. Thank you so much, and be sure to listen next Thursday for the urine Olympics. Chick right now is posing, wearing the adult diaper and a hoodie. You look very dignified.
There's no way these
Those are going to leak. We need to get like a Depends, a pull-up type thing.
I mean, it'll leak over my shorts.
Okay, you are going to wear it. You're not going to wear it like that, are you?
Tom,
that's how you wear it.
If this looks stupid, you tell me, right?
Okay, we got to take a break. Tracy, thank you so much. You have been the catalyst for a great event.
2029.
Okay. Okay. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian John Campanera.
Vin Scully is funny because he's one of these announcers that loves to read lips. Wait a minute, here comes Tracy out of the dugout. He's in the umpire's face. It appears he wants to take the ump to Fuddruckers after the game. You know what makes me laugh is Skip Carey, Harry's son. He does the Atlanta Brave games.
Sure.
I listen to this guy when I can't sleep. Chipper Jones takes one on the outside, 3-1 on Chipper Jones. Don't forget all week long, we got the best of the Duke right here on TBS. John Wayne right here on TBS. There's a long fly ball. Looks like that's
Out of here.
I love that.
And you know, Harry's going, I can't believe that's my son. You know, Harry would get excited over the dumbest stuff. Hey! Check out the kid in the sombrero.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning. Rolling through a Friday, September 2nd, everybody. We got the rabbit from Chick McGee yesterday, a little reluctantly, I might say, but it did come around, and that keeps the evil spirits away, according to some. And, we like to keep the good spirits around us, and you should as well, which is why you're listening to us this morning, Bob and Tom 24/7. We'd also like you to know that you can see our show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Just go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. It is just that easy. If you need help, just ask your son or daughter who's savvy with their phone or their computer. Maybe a granddaughter or a grandson is nearby. You could call on the phone and explain how to enter the YouTube portal. Really, it's just super easy. YouTube, search Bob and Tom Show. Boom, there you go. And you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. Tropical storm Danielle continues to strengthen in the Atlantic Ocean. It is expected to become the first hurricane of the unusually quiet storm season. The storm is not currently a threat to any land. The storm's maximum sustained winds early Friday near 65 miles per hour. Not too scary. U.S. National Hurricane Center says additional strengthening is forecast from the storm, and it's expected to become a hurricane later in the day. The storm centered about 900 miles west of the Azores and is moving east. The Hurricane Center says the storm is expected to, quote, meander in the Atlantic over the next few days. Actor Anne Heche died without a will. Her 20-year-old son has filed court papers to control her estate. Homer LaFoon filed a petition in Los Angeles Superior Court Wednesday requesting he be allowed to administer his mother's estate. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old brother as her only heirs. The documents list the value of Heche's estate as currently unknown. The 53-year-old Heche, who was among Hollywood's biggest film stars in the late 1990s, was involved in a fiery car crash August 5th and died from the effects 6 days later. Again, no will. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker, and the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God, you can hear the show here in the morning, and then because you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Are odors in your home a constant problem? Do you live with a smoker, have pets, or simply have annoying kitchen cooking odors that just won't go away? Do you ever hear comments like this?
Gee, Janet, I never thought of fertilizing houseplants with cow dung.
Or has a house guest ever said,
Great room freshener, Bill. What do you call it? Early American locker room?
You've tried carpet deodorizers, spray mist, incense, stick-up fragrance dispensers, and even plug-in devices that temporarily mask the smells in your home. Nothing seems to work. That's why Home Products Incorporated, a division of Frigamall Industries, is proud to announce its latest innovation, Le Clip. With Le Clip, foul-smelling odors seem to miraculously disappear. Simply put Le Clip over your nose and the nose of visitors to your home and see what a difference it can make.
Hiya, Mary. How you been? Wonderful, Janet. Hey, your house smells great.
See how easy? If you pick up Le Clip today, and if you're not delighted with the results, we'll send your money back. Le Clip, by the same company that brought you Le Blindfold, the product that makes messy, cluttered homes look more neat and organized.
Gosh, honey, the house has never looked better.
Le Blindfold and Le Clip.
Pick yours up today.
Okay.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom.
If you irradiate poop, it will be sterile, but it's still poop.
You can pick your morning radio show, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
I care. Hi, Earl.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's at the news desk.
Kinda.
Pat Godwin's in the performance room.
Yeah, I'm here.
Josh Arnold's at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Chick, I'm about to take my first sip of a pumpkin spice latte of the year.
Already?
Nice.
Bob and Tom comedian legend is here. Reno Collier in the studio.
Oh, that's good.
There he is.
Very good.
There's Ace Cosby.
Good morning, friends.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Josh, you're magically wearing one of the sorority girl vests with the Ugg boots on. How did that
I
happen?
know. All of a sudden, I have a dolphin tattoo on my ankle.
Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks so much for joining us. Comedian Reno Collier is here with us, a Southern gentleman. Reno is at one of the great comedy clubs in America this weekend, Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky, one of the most beautiful cities in America. Mm-hmm. He's there tonight, Saturday, and Sunday.
All right.
Because Monday's Labor Day for some great live comedy at Comedy Off-Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky. We're going to be in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, just down the road.
Yeah.
It'll be
September
for Bourbon and Beyond. What day are we there?
16th.
September 16th with Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols? Yep. That's going to be fun. And I believe we're going to have some special posters for everybody who stops by to see us.
Oh, nice.
Working on that right now. Now, we were trying to get through sports. Have we finally finished?
Sean Clifford, final drive for Penn State, 10-yard touchdown pass to Kevon Lee with 57 seconds left.
What sport is this?
College football. The Nittany Lions, 35-31 winners last night in West Lafayette over your Boilermakers. Top 25 college football winners last night, Oklahoma State, Pittsburgh, and Wake Forest. I will not say that Pittsburgh beat West Virginia 38-31 because Reno's West Virginia.
Thank you very much.
You're very
How about Mizzou? Did Mizzou win?
Mizzou did win.
Okay.
But they're not in the top 25, so no one cares, even less. Did you go to
they
Missouri?
should.
Did you go to Missouri?
My niece goes, and one of my brothers went.
Is she still buying tests, or has she gotten out of that?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, otherwise she would be a lost cause.
Yeah, that's what
Thank you.
Beautiful campus. I like that.
It is nice, isn't it?
Where's that, Missouri?
Could we move on?
Central Missouri. There.
A bar in Wisconsin, Tom, has broken the world record. Only stupid world record.
I love this one.
I know you do. That's why I'm holding it. Okay, a bar in Wisconsin has broken the world record for the longest shot ski. You ever been on the working end of a shot ski, Reno? Do you know what that is?
I don't even know what it is.
We have one. Do we have one in the hallway still? A shot ski is typically a snow ski. A snow ski that affixed to it will be a number of shot glasses. Now, some of them just have a hole drilled where you drop the thing in. Sometimes they're actually affixed to the ski. And then here we go. You hold the ski.
It's a team sport.
And then you tilt it simultaneously. So in this case, that's a 4-shot shot ski. Yeah. All 4 people would be doing the shot at the same time. You see.
Yeah.
Some vodka if you'd like
no.
to try.
Oh, honey, I got 5.5 years and it has not been pretty.
Now, in this
case,
case,
a lot of meetings to get off those skis.
In this case, they have somehow melded together hundreds of skis to make the world's longest ski, followed by the world's longest shot ski event. Wow. Tell me more, Chick.
Would anyone care to guess how long the world's longest shot ski?
Okay, so it fits in the bar, right?
No, they're outside.
No, it does not. Yes, guess what?
Is this in Milwaukee by any chance?
Bar in Wisconsin, it says.
Because there is a bar in Milwaukee that I've been to, and it brags it has the longest bar. Like literally, where you order drinks.
It says Eagle River, wherever that might be.
I'll say 250 feet.
Okay.
I'm going to go 300.
100.
301.
Go thousands.
Thousands?
Whoa. 2,454.95 feet. That's half a mile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
And they all had to drink a shot at the same time.
And they had to tilt the ski at the same
people?
time.
The shot takers line up alongside one another and throw back the ski to take a shot together. The successful record attempt, 468 skis were used.
Melded together into one giant ski.
Gotcha.
While 1,187 people took a shot of Fireball
Yes. Oh, the old fireball.
At the same time, Shotsky posted a video of their attorney presenting a certificate in their honor. The event is recognized and will be verified by the World Record Academy through local CPA and meteorological specialties, of course.
They want to make it legit. I mean, this is really, these people got together. It's so cool. They raised a ton of money for charity.
$22,900.
More than, but they had, obviously, they have to do ID checks. I mean, it's quite an elaborate event, so good for them. Fun stuff. Having some fun with the old Shotsky.
That phrase never worked for me. I'm drinking for charity.
I know, right?
You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever... They never had that when I was
Unless
drinking.
the strippers was
yeah, well, her name was Charity, but that's different.
Hey, if I don't do this, who's going to save the turtles? Okay? The turtles.
You know, there was one guy at the end of all those skis that goes, I got this. Give me the tab.
So it was fun.
And a German martial artist has broken the Guinness World Record for the most baseball bats broken with his hands in 1 minute.
Wow.
You seen this?
No.
I don't want anything to do with this guy. He'll hurt me. Mohammed Karamanovic, nicknamed Hammer Hands. Yo, Hammer Hands! Earned the title earlier this year. He broke 68 baseball bats on the set of the Italy-based production Lo Show Day Record.
You know, it looks like kind of like American Idol. And there's this very attractive woman, and it's the MC. And this guy looks kind of like Babe Ruth. He's sort of this out-of-shape German dude, but he's
got hammer hands.
He's whacking these baseball bats.
Does he like karate chop them or fist chop them in half?
The bats are set up on sort of a table with a big gap in the middle. So the bats, so he just takes his hand and goes, Ruh!
Do you have any idea?
Yeah,
I know. Specially made bats,
because
though.
I've seen we've all seen like Bo Jackson or a baseball player break it over.
It's
his
impressive
knee.
every time.
Yes,
Yeah, it is.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but he does whatever it is,
68, breaking the old record of 55.
And you called this guy out of shape?
No, I'm saying like Babe Ruth kind of looked out of shape but wasn't.
Okay, yeah, this guy's a monster. What are you talking about?
No, but he doesn't. If you'd see him in the street, you'd go, this guy, no.
He also holds the record for most coconuts smashed with one hand in 1 minute. 148.
Yeah, and they're making a movie about this guy and his male lover.
What's that called?
Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, boy, that was painful.
That was painful.
No connection to Cowboys or mountains.
Oh, it's wrong. I know.
Well, that's just silly.
I couldn't resist. In any event,
I think they're specially made bats. I bet they're not like a regulation.
I don't know. You watch this thing.
Well,
it
but
looks.
What kind of bat are they going to get in Italy? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
If I want a nice
Louisville Slugger.
No, if I want some pasta, I'll go to Italy. Mm-hmm. If I want a baseball bat, I come to America.
That's right. Then the Polish guy tried it with aluminum bats. He died.
He died. He tried everything.
This is the second break in a row that instead of having a cute, fun button, you ended it with death. Murder was the first one.
What was the first one? A man getting his throat slit?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
That's a true story. Yeah. It's a true story, my friend.
Oh, yeah, truth and comedy, huh?
Kim Howard.
You know what his defense is? Oh, you just don't want the truth.
Can't handle it. Oh, yeah, you're right. I slit his throat.
There you go. That's exactly right.
Is my voice that mellifluous and deep? I like that guy.
You know, there is an upside to living, and one of the things that I find to be the most upsideable is
okay.
The app itself. That's right. Upside is an incredible app that everyone who buys gas needs to know about. Reno, you're always on the road driving that truck of yours.
Yes, sir.
Is it a dually?
No.
Okay. Some listeners have already earned over $200, $400, and even as much as $1,000. But let me ask you this. How much does it cost to fill up your tank?
It's still $100.
All right, well, here's what you need to do. Go to Upside, download the app, use promo code Bob and Tom for 25 cents per gallon or more on your first fill-up cash back, my friend. Stop paying full price at the pump. Get cash back using Upside. It's easy, and the cash is real, and it really adds up. In fact, $1 million cash back is being earned by users each week. What is that? So that, like, at the end of the year, that's 52 million bones that people have earned. People can earn 3 times more cash back with Upside than any other product. This includes loyalty programs and credit card rewards. It's available at businesses all over the U.S., 30,000 plus total businesses. So those gas stations you know and love, Reno, they are taking part, as well as some of your favorite local businesses there in, Murfreesboro?
Yes, sir.
Just use promo code Bob and Tom when you download the Upside app. Download it. Use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first tank. That's code Bob and Tom on the Upside app.
There's no downside to Upside, ladies and gentlemen.
He's right.
Thank you very much, Josh. We're hanging out with comedian Reno Collier. Once again, Reno tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Comedy Off-Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky. We'll see what's going on with Reno coming up in a few minutes. Also, we have an amazing story. Did any of you guys see this thing about the guy stung by 20,000 bees?
No.
He's alive. He's going to be okay.
What if you call that living?
They were literally taking bees out of his belly.
Oh.
It's an amazing story. That's coming up. Also, we have Star Wars news, Peanuts, the comic strip news, and some interesting stuff in the world of cell phones getting very wet. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. The Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
It's Friday. Does that mean it's payday for you? Perhaps you get paid twice a month. Perhaps you get paid every day. Perhaps you get paid in cash. We don't care how you get paid. We just want your money. BobandTomStore.com. That's right. If you're a Bob and Tom Show fan, or perhaps you have one in your life lurking about, hey, listen to the Bob and Tom Show today. Oh, did you hear the Bob and Tom Show? Oh, my God, the Bob and Tom Show today. Well, if that's your life, you can reward that person, the fan of the Bob and Tom Show, by going to BobandTomStore.com. Just get him a hat. Bob and Tom Show hat. It's adjustable, fits any size head. Our clothing, which is wonderful. It's soft. It feels good. It keeps you warm. Sizes small all the way up to 4XL, 5XL. We've got in hoodies and hooded zips with the Bob and Tom Show logo. Also, our collared work shirts, so you look nice with the collar. BobandTomStore.com. If we don't have your size, check back. We're always restocking. Our employees work very hard, and we appreciate all their hard work. Once again, BobandTomStore.com. It is just that easy. Next thing you know, ding dong, here's your Bob and Tom Store stuff. It is just that easy. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. There are now new COVID-19 booster shots available, and they're designed to match the newest Omicron strains of the coronavirus. But now the government has to decide who's eligible to get them and when. The new variety of boosters were made by Pfizer and rival Moderna. Russia has launched week-long war games involving forces from China and other nations in a show of growing defense cooperation between Moscow and Beijing as they both face tensions with the United States. The maneuvers are also intended to show that Moscow has sufficient military might for massive drills, even as its troops engage in military action in Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry said the exercises will run until September 7th. And some convenience stores in Tokyo are being outfitted with small robots that can dispense drinks. The TX Skara slides back and forth between the refrigerated shelves of the store. The robot has a mechanical arm that can grasp a bottle or can from the stacks, then put the drinks on the shelf. The robot can fill a big need in many convenience stores because they're open 24/7, have thousands of products on hand, but relatively few workers. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
With us in the studio, comedian John Garrett. You have a straight job? I mean, like a normal day-to-day thing?
Yeah, I actually do. I'm actually a CPA, believe it or not. Yeah, and
that spells party.
Yeah, it does. Most people think CPAs are hysterical. Yeah. No, of course not. We're dorks, big dorks. But and honestly, on behalf of all accountants out there, I'd like to say that we don't all do taxes. Some of us prefer to embezzle. It's much more lucrative. I read recently Willie Nelson wrote a song called Whatever Happened to Peace on Earth as his little protest to the war in Iraq. And my immediate thought was, why does he care? It's not like it's his tax dollar being put to use. I mean, I think the U.S. government should write a song called Whatever Happened to Willie's 1040. Yeah, there's a tax joke for the accountants.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
For Batman, it was Batgirl. For Superman, it was Supergirl. And now, meet Spider-Man's female counterpart. From Bob and Tom Productions, it's the superhero women have known about for years.
All right, Toots, this is a stick-up. Hand over all your money.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, come on, lady. Hurry it up. Somebody's going to get hoiked.
Help! Oh, please help! Won't somebody help me?
Let that young woman go, you two ruffians.
Yeah? Who's gonna make us?
I am.
Come on, lady. You must be in your mid-50s.
Yeah, what do you have going? Some kind of superpowers?
Yes, I do. Take a look at these.
Oh, gross. Let's get out of here.
It's Spider-Vein Woman.
Oh, God, no!
Spider-Man got his superpowers from being bitten by a spider. Spider-Vein Woman got her powers from working as a waitress for 17 years. Don't make Spider-Vein Woman show you her legs, because if she has to, she will.
Look at this one.
I think I'm gonna puke!
Mm-hmm. Oh, here, hold my purse. I'll show you my hysterectomy scar.
When you need help, call on the only superhero who wears long polyester pants, comfortable support hose, and sensible shoes. She's Spider-Vein Woman. Coming soon to a theater near you.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
What? They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone did.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of illegal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
Hi, this is Nick Griffin, and you're listening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
At the Upside Sidekick desk. There's comedy legend, the Bob and Tom comedy man, Marino Comedy. Comedy man. Early on, Reno, I decided
take a premise.
Because this is the Bob and Tom comedy show. I think long ago we should have put that in there to make it clear.
So certainly the object itself wouldn't be clarifying that at all.
This could be a funeral convention. We don't know. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
We could do sports talk.
Yes, sir.
I need you about that linebacker. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't take offense to that, Chick.
People seem to like it.
Everybody happy, you know that.
I know. Speaking of sports talk, if you're a smart sports,
excuse me. Okay.
If you're a sports person, or any kind of casual fan, you could win the Big Green Egg Mini Max every week. Are you kidding me? That's what we're doing. It's our special contest called Bob and Tom's Pigskin Pick'em.
Doesn't that have to do with something in the sports world?
It does. Some great games.
Welcome back.
Okay. bobandtom.com/contest. You could be a big winner, and you get to talk with Mr. Chick McGee on the radio, Reno.
Yeah, we'll see about
and you could pick against a chick with your sports. But now, Reno, are you a gambler? Do you like to put a little money, a little wager here and there?
I'm bad at it, so it's just with friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get into. I used to really love to bet football and just suck at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to know your limitations.
Yeah.
If you'd like a complete list of those, call your wife.
Yeah.
I'm just that's a truism. This isn't just directed at
She'd
Reno.
probably be happy to. Yeah, share.
Okay. Which list do you want? I'm sure they're on her phone. Now, we have to get over there to Christy Lee to see what's happening in the world of
You
news.
done over there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Experts are warning against a viral TikTok trend again called perineum sunning.
Perineum would be, they do it every year.
Yeah, perineum every year. Sun on your taint. According to The Insider, the controversial practice involves a person exposing their genitals to the sun for a period of time.
My genitals.
I can't say genitals.
Genitals. Is the word. In other words,
It claims that it exposes the perineum area to
Now on
vitamin
news, Lucinda Williams.
D.
Okay, could we get the story out?
It exposes the perineum area to vitamin D and provides an energy boost that purportedly improves sleep, concentration, and creativity.
We've known for years that this doesn't.
The practice made headlines before. You'll recall when actor Josh Brolin admitted he got a sunburn after trying the perineum sunning. As influencers promote the trend on TikTok, though, and other platforms, experts, including dermatologist Dustin Portella, warned that the increased risk of developing skin cancer is simply not worth it.
Of course.
Dr. Stephanie, is it Uy? From
It's Dr. Stephanie Uy.
That's what I said.
Sorry.
Our apologies, Doctor.
Is it Dr. Uy?
Med school.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
She's not a witch doctor.
God. She's from My Healthcare Clinic. She adds, this is a classic example of social media medical misinformation, which in some cases can be damaging or dangerous. Don't sun your perineum.
I mean, it's dangerous in a number of ways. If your next door neighbor's eyeballs could be damaged by staring at your crack.
I saw this recently on something, and I can't remember if it was one of those Real Housewives things or something, and these two women,
of course,
went out and, and they lay on their backs and put their legs spread, and it was...
They point their anus at Uranus?
akimbo?
It was pretty...
Did they get someone to rub lotion on it for them?
No, it was just the two of them laying in the backyard with their arses in the air, so to speak.
Fun. Yeah, this is a terrible idea. It's a part of your body that shouldn't be... Isn't it the phrase, where the sun don't shine?
Yeah.
For a reason?
Right.
Yeah, plus the sun makes things more wrinkly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, raisins.
Is your taint wrinkly?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Well,
even
the ball
see
sack.
it.
Well, that's...
Well, that's going to be there. I mean, you have to...
Ball sack, the philosopher, right?
You have to kind of pin it back, right, to get it out of the way.
Yeah, like the flying squirrel.
You know, for guys, they...
Well, I think
Safety
when
pin
you
or clothespin? Chip
When you
clip.
lay on your back with your legs spread, where does it go?
The nuts?
It depends what the angle of the dangle is.
It also depends about your age. It depends on how old you are.
Okay.
Yeah, there's that song. There was that song that was written about it.
Yeah?
What's that band called? Soundgarden, A Black Hole Sun.
Yeah, how you like it, huh?
Black hole sun. I mean, the joke would be brown hole sun.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, there's that. What's that guy's name that has that? The Alan Parsons Project, Brown Eye in the Sky. Isn't that the song?
Yeah.
Pat, do you have a song for us?
I got something for you.
Brown eye in the sky. Looking at
Red Eye Love.
Nothing could be finer than some sun on your vagina in the morning. Nothing could be sweeter than the tan under your Peter in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, the sun don't normally shine between the beehole and the nutties. Get some rays on that behind. Oh, you trendy hotties. Man, you gotta see them tanning their perineum in the morning. Legs up in the air with no panties on down there makes me horny. Oh, ladies, tan your taints, if only a day, and that big vitamin D energy is coming your way. Oh, nothing could be finer than some sun on your vagina in the morning. Thank you, everybody.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And now Brown Hole Sun. Okay, let's go for it. Wow. Yeah, this is this kind of medical stupidity that people buy into. Don't get your medical tips on the internet.
I wish I could remember what show it was I was watching.
You don't see a medical show called The Influencers. We have taken 10 influencers and decided we're going to have them cure cancer. What do you suggest? Shoving prunes up your anus?
What if they did? Yeah. What if they did cure and we go, oh, now we have to listen to these people?
No bad ideas in a brainstorm, man.
Yes, no, that's the falsehood, Willie.
He's right about it.
If you've ever been to one of our meetings, there are bad ideas. Most of them. Okay, well.
Remember the mascot meeting we wanted to have? It was the Bob and Tom carp, a guy in a fish suit. Remember that?
Why didn't that happen?
I don't know. That was the only idea. There was a hotel room.
I remember.
And the whole thing, we all had to be there.
Okay, no,
and that was the only idea that came out of that
Hang on a second. We had it. There used to be a mascot here many years ago.
Yeah, the Q-Roo.
The Q-Roo. It was a kangaroo.
Right.
Oh, a kangaroo. Okay.
Yeah.
And it was a guy. This is a true story. You weren't there. We were at a car dealership doing a one of those things. Come on by and meet everybody.
This is a great story.
And this guy who was the kangaroo was a dude in a kangaroo suit.
Yes.
And he was. You remember this guy? He was kind of athletic.
Yeah.
So, are you familiar with the high jump called the Fosbury flop? Remember how that worked?
It's the way they high jump.
It's the way that you'd run toward the bar, spin around, jump up, and go over the bar backwards.
Right.
So this guy decided he was going to do a Fosbury flop in front of the crowd and go over a fence. He got 98% over, and then the fur on his ass caught on the top of the fence, and he was left hanging there.
Yep.
He didn't make it.
That was the end of the Roo.
That was well. He ripped the Roo suit up. God, that's got to be somewhere.
Wasn't there a sex scandal? I thought there was a sex scandal with the Roo too.
The last version of the Roo, it looked like they got a new suit. It looked like a bunny.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. So then we decided we were going to have a big fish, like WKRP. That didn't fly.
The Q carp. Yeah.
Yeah. So in any event,
that would have been popular.
Yeah, there's still a handful of stations that have a really cool mascot.
Sweet Meat.
Sweet Meat in St. Louis is very famous.
Yeah.
Now, it's time for us to move forward here. I should reintroduce our guest, Reno Collier. Typically joins us on Mondays. Reno is here in the studio. He will be in Lexington, Kentucky at Comedy Off-Broadway tonight, Saturday night, and Sunday night. Speaking of traveling, Mr. Pat Godwin is doing a really cool thing on Saturday night in Evansville, Indiana, at Pat Coslett's Simplicity Furniture Shop, which doesn't sound like it's a cool gig, but it really is. I know, Willie, you've done this.
It's the best.
It's a really fun time. So if
and Jeff's going to be with you, Jeff Oskey.
Jeff Oskey, he'll be joining us later. Yeah, we will be hearing from
Jeff.
And
Pat, if you don't do the song that you just did Saturday night, people should demand their money.
There's going to be a problem.
I'll do it. It's an easy explanation. Just go, hey, you heard about this new craze?
Nothing could be finer than the sun in the morning.
Unless it's the family show, in which case,
I'll do it anyway.
Just have the kids cover their ears.
Pat, they like you to work clean, but I pushed the boundaries a little bit. You can have a little bit of fun there. Pat's a nice guy.
Okay, now we have Reno here, so I think Reno is famous for his new feature called Southern Fried. And it's a take on your Southern background. And you grew up in the South, and you went to military school.
I did.
In the South.
Fishburne Military School. Yeah, it's a country fried take.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Country fried. Go. What do you got for us?
So there's a lot going on out there, and I'd like to start sharing with y'all my viewpoints and opinions on some of this stuff. So if you'll allow me, it'd be my pleasure to serve up a tasty helping of what I call Reno Collier's Country Fried Take.
All right.
Well, along with my wife's cell phone plan and my daughter's car insurance, it looks like I'll be helping to pay for another thing that doesn't benefit me at all. The student loans of other people's kids. Look, as a Southern gentleman, I'm all for helping those out in need and giving them a little assistance. I remember one time when I was growing up, Clive Phillips was having trouble making payments on his combine harvester, so a bunch of area families took up a collection to help keep him square until he could get back on his feet. He was a hard worker who'd hit some tough times, and we were happy to help him. You know what we didn't do? Give everybody in the country with a tractor $10,000 regardless of whether they needed it or not. Now, there are plenty of hardworking college graduates out there who could use a financial break and who will actually put this money towards positive and productive things. But we all know a lot of this dough is going to lazy, spoiled, TikTok-addicted basement dwellers who feel they're somehow exempt from personal responsibility and are entitled to what you and I have rightfully earned. You know what I'm saying? This is why I propose we hold interviews for those with student loan debt to see if they deserve our help, and if so, how much. Oh, you're a teacher who served in the military and drives an 18-wheeler in the summer, and you're a foster parent. Your student loan debt is now gone.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an unemployed, aspiring social media influencer who still lives with mommy and daddy, and you majored in 17th century Icelandic poetry with a minor in canine gender studies. You're paying every damn cent, jackass.
Canine gender studies. I don't know if
That was a minor?
And if you don't like this case-by-case approach, then you're really going to hate my other idea. Fist fights. If you want student loan forgiveness, you'll have the opportunity to throw down with someone who's A, already paid off their student loans without anyone else's help, or B, never went to college because they feared they'd never be able to pay back their student loans. And whoever wins gets the $10,000 apiece. Now, you may be thinking, hey, I'm in decent shape. I can win a fight. But remember the kinds of people you'll be up against. Construction workers, soldiers, cops, stay-at-home moms. Strong, determined folks who would like nothing better than to beat the hell out of a sniveling underachiever like you looking to steal bread off the table. I want this like Braveheart. I want all the little tofu Starbucks people at one end. I want all the cops, military, and construction workers at the other end, and go straight Braveheart. Just go running directly into each other, arms swinging, legs kicking. There'll be hammers, nails, and coexist bumper stickers flying everywhere. Now, maybe I'm being unfair. Maybe my anger is misdirected. Maybe I should be mad at those in government who are giving in to all the online belly aching and whiny hashtags in an attempt to literally buy votes. Maybe I should be mad at the folks doing the forgiving and not the folks getting forgived. Because, hey, if there was talk of mortgage forgiveness, alimony forgiveness, forgiveness for the debt of the tools I had to buy to work construction for 2 hours during COVID to pay for my kids' freaking college, you better believe I'd be sitting here with my fingers crossed browsing online for a new bass boat. So, whatever. I'll help you pay off your college law degree so long as you defend me pro bono when I get in a fist fight at a bar and knock somebody out over my argument on loan forgiveness. I'm Reno Collier, and that's this week's Country Fried Take.
Yeah. Very nice. You're fired up about those tofu Starbucks stuff.
I don't like them. Never have.
Thank you. Reno Collier, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Reno, live in the flesh in person on the stage tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday night, Comedy Off-Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky. And once again, we're going to be in the Commonwealth of Kentucky coming up in a couple of weeks.
September 16th.
With Donnie Baker and the
Friday
Pork Pistols.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of Bourbon and Beyond. I guess we're the Beyond part.
Oh, yes.
We'll find out about that.
Yeah, I guess it's 2 weeks from today.
Wow. You don't Beyonce.
You know, there's something there. And I like it.
That just unfortunately crossed my mind, and I didn't have any time to go, this is dumb. See, that's the beauty of this show. It's not like the refined comedy you get when you get a nice editorial like Reno's, or a stand-up piece that someone has thought about. They've rehearsed it 50 times. Here you get the worst. It just comes off. Now, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. Can you give me the teaser?
Yeah, coming up, we have a great story about religious folk and their sex lives.
This is an interesting thing. I was quite surprised, but then the more I thought about it, I was kind of thinking, yep, makes sense.
What are we talking about, like slutty nuns?
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. I was asking if that's what we were talking about.
It's been one of those days.
Maybe that's...
It's kind of nice, Reno, to be able to pass the jackass, the jackass torch over to Josh.
Oh, is it my turn to hold it?
Yeah. All right. There you go. God, I had a lot of faith in Dr. Stephanie Ooh-ee. I didn't realize that the horn section was blocking out the ooh-ee.
Yeah. Hi, Chick McGee reporting for Jackass duty.
What do you got over there?
Simply Safe. Well, this isn't silly at all. No, here's a question. Anything that matters more than the safety of you and your loved ones? Peace of mind? Well, of course not. Isn't it strange, though, that many home security companies don't act that way? That's why you should use and trust what we do. Simply Safe Home Security. Their advanced security technology helps you sleep at night. They always put you and your family's safety number one, and here's why we love it. 24/7 professional monitoring. Simply Safe's agents call you the moment a threat is detected, sending police and first responders in any emergency. And if you're not home or can't be reached, Simply Safe's monitoring agents truly do care about your well-being and are highly trained to help keep you calm and safe during stressful situations. They'll even stay on the phone with you if you want. Simply Safe's customer first policies make sure you're taken care of with affordable plans starting at less than $1 a day. No long-term contract or hidden fees. Feeling safe at home, peace of mind should not break the bank. This is the do-it-yourself home security system we told you about. And you design it yourself by going to simplysafetom.com. What sensors you need and motion sensors and cameras. Go today, simplysafetom.com. Claim a free indoor security camera and 20% off with interactive monitoring. That's simplysafetom.com.
Oh, check it out. Mr. McGee, how many cameras do you have at your house?
9.
9.
It's all
Reno, it's like they're shooting America's funniest home videos, but they've got every angle.
It is
as he opens the door and a deer runs into his house. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini-Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Man, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
It's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Hope you're having a good Friday morning. Friday starts the weekend, as Greg Hahn likes to say. Or maybe it's Wednesday starts the weekend. I'm not sure, but you can check out Greg Hahn all over this country. He's appearing everywhere. Donnie Baker as well tonight. Stand Up Live in Huntsville, Alabama tonight and Saturday night. Get your tickets at DonnieBaker.com. Reno Collier on the road tonight as well at Comedy Off Broadway there in Lexington, Kentucky. Great city. He'll be there tonight and Saturday night. And then next weekend, Reno at Dead Crow Comedy Room in Wilmington, North Carolina. That's Friday, September 9th and Saturday, September 10th. It's going to be a lot of fun all morning long. Glad you joined us. Hope you stick with us. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom sports update. Serena and Venus Williams lost in the first round of the doubles at the U.S. Open. They were eliminated by a Czech pair, 7-6, 6-4 last night. Arthur Ashe Stadium had never hosted a first-round doubles match until this one, featuring the two American sisters who have combined to claim 14 Grand Slam titles in doubles, but were partnering for the first time since the 2018 French Open. Rafael Nadal came back to win at the U.S. Open after cutting himself on the bridge of his nose with his racket bounced off the court and smacked him in the face against Fabio Fognini. In the NFL, Russell Wilson signed a 5-year extension worth $245 million with the Denver Broncos yesterday. And in college football last night, Sean Clifford capped a final drive in the last minute, a 10-yard touchdown pass to Kevon Lee, 57 seconds left. The Nittany Lions, 35-31 winners over the Boilermakers of Purdue and West Lafayette. Top 25 college football winners last night, number 12, Oklahoma State, number 17, Pittsburgh, and number 22, Wake Forest. Major League Baseball, Washington beat Oakland in interleague action, 7-5. American League winners, Seattle, the White Sox, Baltimore, and Boston. National League, the Mets, Atlanta, and Arizona. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Would you want to fly in for next Thursday's show? This was suggested by a lady. She and her friends, the day before Mother's Day, all put on adult diapers and drink for 2 hours. Then whoever has added the most liquid to the diaper, based on weight and liquid only, they win the prize. We're going to do that next Thursday. You want in?
I'll take a flight further away from you guys. As far as I can get, I'll take that flight.
Come on, Allie, piss with us.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Brigham All Broadcasting presents another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
The oldest gold medalist was in 1912 when Oscar Swan took home first prize in a shooting event as a 64-year-old. And while a 64-year-old Olympian is rather amazing, there was almost an 87-year-old winner. At the first Olympic luge competition in Innsbruck, Austria, 1964, the fastest luge run was logged by an 87-year-old Austrian, Johann Lickensfinkter. Johann amazed the crowd and the judges, who nearly awarded him the gold medal, until it was learned that Lickensfinkter was not entered in the event or even on the team. It seems that Johann was a spectator who had slipped and accidentally slid down the track at a record pace. Lickensfinkter left his mark in Olympic history, as well as on the luge track itself.
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hey, this is Henry Phillips, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Well, what else would you be doing with your time?
Bob and Tom 24/7. It's not on air. It's
freestyle. Wow. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee.
Hey.
At the news desk, enduring like we all are.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold at the Upside Sidekick desk.
Check.
Reno Collier here in the studio. Woo. Hanging out, having a good time. There's Ace Cosby.
Chewing gum?
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone.
What are you doing over there, Reno?
I had a mint.
Oh, okay, that's going to help.
There's Willie Griswold.
Welcome to the room full of love, Reno.
I'm Chick McGee.
Are you chewing gum? I thought I was in school. I was lie.
That's how this works.
And here's, sadly, my father figure, Tom.
You're welcome. Reno Collier, who just did a great episode of the Country Fried Take. I certainly enjoyed that. You'll want to watch that on the TV. How do you do that, Ace?
YouTube, baby.
YouTube, baby.
That sounds like a great service.
Oh, I like that.
Have you seen that on YouTube, baby?
YouTube, baby.
Everybody's in a diaper.
I bet Diaper Man would be on YouTube.
What's on?
Oh, I want to see Diaper Man. Please, can I see Diaper Man?
Hey, it's Diaper Man.
Once again,
Check out my baby on YouTube. What is it?
YouTube baby, Diaper Man.
YouTube baby.
Once again, Chick McGee is Diaper Man. He's got an adult diaper around his head. I know this is radio. For those of you studying radio, broadcasting, podcasting, everything we do is wrong.
You look like a little girl that takes care of sheep.
Little Bo Peep.
Father, have you seen my ewe?
Baba black poop. Have you any stool? God, you'd think we worked on this stuff.
You know what, fellas? Dad, Josh, take the rest of the day.
What causes
3 diapers full?
Leading cause of black stool?
Green chips?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol, you're absolutely right.
That's exactly
You're
right.
absolutely right.
Look it up.
Okay, and I got a question.
Have some fun. Go have some Pepto-Bismol.
I will recognize the answer when I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
What?
We just had a news story about the perineum.
Yes.
Which is that space between the front naughty and the bee hole.
You didn't want to say taint?
Well, no, see, taint is the non-medical version.
Right.
I mean, if you go visit your doctor and he says, well, first I'm going to have to check your taint, find another physician.
Yeah, but how does it work when you go check my bee hole?
I think you got a down-home guy. You got somebody that
now,
relates to the people.
How about anus? How do you feel about that?
That's fine. It's scientific.
To go to your doctor. Yeah, my family's got a history of colon cancer, so I was just curious. Can you check out my bee hole today?
It's a buzzing.
So my question is, and I will recognize the answer when I hear it, but I don't know it, so that's why I'm asking. There is a name for the black stool, if you will, the first one emitted by a baby.
Yeah. That's right. I never remember the name of this either.
Me neither, and I hear it a lot.
It's kind of like perineum, but
It's
start with an E, maybe, or like
Merconium.
That's it.
Merconium.
Which is
you guys have won a couple of those, haven't you?
We won the Merconium Award.
I think so.
And then isn't there an online auction place called that?
Mercari.
Oh, that's it. I'm really getting
Bob
confused.
Zaney was selling off some of his wares on
Yeah,
there.
that's right. I'm getting very confused. But right now, it's time for a palate cleanser. And the best way to do that, of course, is...
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Last week I ate an entire feather pillow.
An entire feather pillow, wow.
Since then, I've been feeling down in the dumps.
That was Ace Cosby's joke.
Down in the dumps.
Down in the dumps.
See, you check out the dumps. There's down in them from the pillows.
Down in the dumps.
I want to stay on theme with you guys.
Yeah, that did not get the laugh it deserved, Ace. I thought that was very good.
Yeah, I did.
I'll do it again Monday.
Oh, good.
Yes, please. Monday.
Labor Day. I don't know when it's going to be.
Tuesday.
Okay.
No, you said Monday.
Now we have Christy Lee at the news desk. I think we've covered everything. We've got the advice from the doctors: don't sun your perineum.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, no matter what it says on TikTok, you've never seen anybody come. Well, I was cured because of a teenager on TikTok showed me how to dance away my cancer. No, let's not get our medical advice.
Josh had to go. What if some weirdo on TikTok finds out that if you put peanut butter on your eyelids,
I know it's going to suck. We have to go. Now we have to actually pay attention.
Now we got to put peanut butter on our eyelids.
Press conferences would be a lot more handsome, though. That'd be nice.
Why does Dr. Fauci have a can of Jif and a spatula and he has no pants on? Oh, dear God. That's the cure?
That's it.
In the beehole? Wow.
All right.
I'm going smooth.
Come on.
I was just going to say.
I have an idea.
You got to go with the crunchy natural. That's the downside.
Make it a rule. Let's not say beehole anymore.
No.
Okay.
Like, the good old days.
Okay.
Moving on, recent research indicates that religious people
Of beeholes.
have more satisfying sex lives than non-religious people.
I think I know why.
Women and men. I know why, because you're thanking God all the time.
No, because...
Oh, God.
Because it's dirty.
Makes it dirty. That's exactly right.
Women and men who saw religion as more important in their lives reported having less sex on average, though they were found to have overall higher levels of sex life satisfaction. Researchers said their findings suggest having too much sex, that's a problem, may lead to lower levels of satisfaction from sex life. According to the survey, highly educated individuals had sex less frequently than others and were more dissatisfied with their sex life than those with less academic success. This is all in the Journal of Sex Research. I have a lot of theories about this.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's hear them.
Well,
I got a lot of ideas for you people, and here they are.
No, I think they say that the religious people have less sex on average.
But they enjoy it more.
Right.
Because it's dirtier.
Is this kind of like...
Or, wait.
Because it's sinful, which makes it better, right?
Or they don't know any better. They are just easily satisfied because they don't know that there are other things besides missionary.
No, I'm Christian, and I know that there's all kinds of cool stuff.
That's because you have the internet.
Yeah, but I don't watch it. And I don't smoke either, Chuck.
He's not smoking. This just sounds like if you have pizza every day, you're not going to savor it as much as someone that has pizza once a week.
That's yes.
But if I want to know where to get the best slice of pizza, I'm going to pizza every day.
Yeah,
right? That's what he's talking about.
Yes.
Okay. The one about being more academic is interesting to me, that last paragraph.
Well, of course, because that's you.
Not really.
Highly educated
No,
individuals
I bluffed
had
my way
sex
through high school and college.
less frequently than others and were more dissatisfied with their sex life.
Really?
Yeah.
Intellectual people?
Now, do you find it hot when a guy's wearing a mortarboard and has a like the full cap and gown on and just
I've never done that
large
before.
erection?
but-
Okay, just asking.
Well, you should try it.
Do you think it's because
Graduating magna cum now?
Do you think it's
or noisily? Magna cum noisily.
Loudly.
maybe because highly educated people can't shut their brains off, maybe, and live in the moment?
No, because they're too critical of everything, and I hate that. I don't know. One thing about all these surveys, I always want to think to myself, first of all, I've never been asked to do one, number one. And number two, I think people lie.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think you get the truth in a lot of these surveys. That's just my theory on that. Coming up, we have interesting things in the news, including puppies being rescued. Oh, isn't that sweet? We have what happens if you drop your cell phone in 25 feet of ocean water. You're going to be quite surprised when you hear this one. And it's hard work stocking a store.
Yes.
They got robots that do it now. We'll find out about that, too. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer. And
is that where you go? Are we eligible?
Mind to pass judgment on him. It's his big day. There's so many types of cake. There's rum cake, which makes sense because we've all been eating cake and thought, this needs booze. Shot of liquor. I don't have time to eat and drink. There's fruit cake. That's a bit of a disappointment.
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that would be better. Fruit, good.
Right.
Cake, great.
Right.
Fruit cake, nasty crap.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Have you tried fruit cake? I don't even think that's fruit in there. You're like, when is that, a Skittle?
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. Comedy, guests, Bob and Tom exclusives. And it's here on the internet. Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, Pat Godwin and Jeff Oskey will be appearing this weekend, Saturday, September 3rd at Pat Coslett's Simplicity Furniture Shop in Evansville, Indiana. Again, Pat Godwin with his guitar, Jeff Oskey with his great stand-up act. I've seen Jeff do his live act. It is funny, and you will find out for yourself there in Evansville. I know you guys are going to turn out. Again, Pat Coslett's Simplicity Furniture Shop, a special show Saturday, September 3rd with Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskey, and rumor has it Pat Godwin might be walking out of there with a couch. That's right. Simplicity Furniture, Pat Coslett's in Evansville coming up this weekend. Jeff Oskey on Instagram, and of course, PatGodwin.com for more tickets and information on that man, Pat Godwin. Also, check out his videos at bobandtom.com, singing the songs in the performance room, and he'll continue that all morning long as well. Jeff Oskey with the news we failed to mention right here on a Friday, or is it Friday? Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. Lucinda Williams, Chris Isaak, Brandi Carlile, and the Indigo Girls are among those who will perform at the American Honors and Awards. The lineup was announced this week by organizers of the event, who went on to say that Isaak and the Indigo Girls are going to receive Lifetime Achievement Awards. That event set for September 14th at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee. When she died in that car accident earlier this year, Anne Heche left behind 2 sons, but no will. Now her oldest son wants to run his late mom's estate. Homer LaFoon has filed paperwork asking to handle her affairs. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old half-brother as sole heirs. The document says the value of Heche's estate is unknown. And finally, authorities in New Jersey have come out with new information in the case against Gary Busey, who is accused of inappropriately touching at least 3 women at a movie convention last month. A release from police in Cherry Hill provides no real detail about the allegations. Busey, 78, was a featured guest at the Horror Movie Fan Fest, but after getting complaints from some attendees, organizers excused him and asked him to leave. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you everything I touch turns to sold.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, of course.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Ken Tarmac.
Hey!
Hey, we just landed. I got a call on the white courtesy phone. I'll tell you what.
What?
Corporate has spy goggles today. They can find me anywhere.
Really?
So I'm on the plane. I'm on the 620 guy. Like I was saying, I'm next to some guy that kept going on and on and on today.
Yeah.
And almost ruined. Oh, gosh. Oh, I have another phone call.
You do?
Oh, and it's Tobic.
Uh-oh.
And I don't want to take this one.
Why not?
Hey, you want to hear a trick?
Well, okay.
Watch how I lose them. All you have to do is duplicate your voicemail greeting, and they have no idea it's not you.
Oh, okay.
Just listen to this.
All right.
I'm going to click over.
Okay.
Listen, I got to memorize it, though.
Okay.
Okay, hang tight. Hi, you've reached gold-level sales leader Kenneth Tarmac. I'm sorry I can't take your call at the moment, but your call is very important to me. I check messages every quarter hour unless in flight, in which case I'll answer upon landing. So after the tone, please leave me your name, 2 numbers, and a brief message. Or you can Skypage, text, or preferably email me at ktar_closer.com. He's still talking.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he's still chatting me up. Oh, God. I'll catch you later. I can't get enough of this.
All right, bye.
We just landed and I pulled it off again.
Oh, you did?
I don't believe I called Bob.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, News Desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin, Performance Room.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold, Upside Sidekick Desk.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here at the Track Phone Hotline Hot Phone. Hey, there's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and Tom, we have a special guest.
We do indeed. He is comedian Reno Collier. And Reno, a veteran of the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, Reno is also going to be live on stage tonight, Lexington, Kentucky, at Comedy Off-Broadway. And then he'll be there again Saturday night and Sunday night for some great live stand-up. Reno just did a presentation of his new feature. An excellent job. Reno, you took on the world of student loans. A controversial topic, my friend. Yeah. Got some great mail here already.
Already?
Please post Reno's rant. I have dozens of people I want to share that with. Thank you, Walt. And I got a bunch of letters here.
Good.
So congratulations, Reno. You've touched a nerve, as they say. Here's one. Bravo, Reno. And it's he enjoyed the Braveheart fist fight analogy and the topic of canine gender studies. Excellent work. What am I talking about? You'll have to see it. Now, if you wanted to watch that, Ace, how would you do that exactly? YouTube.
Baby.
I was hoping you'd pick up on the
YouTube baby.
YouTube baby theme. Also got another letter I wanted to get to real quick from Pete. You'll recall Pete. He is from...
No, I don't know Pete.
Yeah, you do. You met him the other day. I read his
did?
letter.
Oh.
He's from Ramrod Key.
Oh, yeah. Down in the Keys.
Now, I mentioned that when I heard the name Ramrod Key, I thought it was a gay bar down at Key West. But he goes, hey, thanks for reading my email on the air. And then he acknowledges that Ramrod Key does sound like a gay bar in Key West. Actually, it's a small residential island 30 miles north of Key West.
Oh.
There are plenty of fine females around here. It's a quiet, charming, lovely, peaceful place. I've lived here for 30 years and wouldn't live anywhere else.
Well, don't tell everybody about it. They'll all want to come there, Pete.
Okay.
I think Cuba called it spot number one. at one point.
Yes, El Disembarquero, I believe was the Cuban. Then he says, hey, P.S., I love Willie. Great addition to the show. Wasn't that nice? Thank you, Pete. Listening down in the Keys. Now, we have Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
An original prop pistol used by Harrison Ford in Star Wars A New Hope has been sold at auction. The DL-44 heavy blaster pistol was estimated to sell for between $300,000 and $500,000. But surprising everyone, it ended up selling for $1,057,500.
How are these nerds getting all this money?
I don't know.
They're nerds. They know how to make money.
Yeah.
Silicon Valley and all that.
Sitting in their basements.
And you know they ain't,
That's right.
they ain't spending them on broads, are they?
I don't have a mortgage.
Mighty expensive way to tell someone you're a virgin. They're aware this thing doesn't work.
Rock Island Auctions, which sold the item, said it is the last surviving example of the 3 blasters that were made for the 1977 film.
About to be covered in semen.
All right, jeez.
So your contention is that this nerd, he can't help himself. He's just spent $1 million on a pistol.
I don't blame him.
On a blaster, and he's going to blaster it.
They have to cock the pistol.
Yeah, or pointed at the hooker to make her dance in a Princess Leia costume.
Oh, why did I just twitch?
I think the lesson here is if you're ever in a movie, steal the props.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no kidding. Man, oh, man.
So this is the first Star Wars movie, right?
Uh-huh.
Although they're not in order. This is the one that was the first one released.
It's 4, right?
The good one.
It's A New Hope. It's Empire Strikes Back.
Nerd.
Oh, come on. This is people know this. What's the third one?
Nerds do.
What's the third one?
Return of the
Return of the Jedi.
I went to Return of the King. I think that's Lord of the Rings.
That's not my favorite.
No,
What's your favorite?
Well, my favorite character, of course.
Oh, we all know.
Reno, I'm not sure you're familiar with Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Trashed by everyone from the politically correct world. I love Jar Jar.
You like him? No, not just the good taste world.
Yeah.
I think it just wasn't funny.
No. It was a weird Jamaican swim monster. I didn't get it.
He was.
People can't take the fact that it's a diverse space world out there.
So this gun from Star Wars sold, huh?
Yeah, how about
Apparently there's another auction. They're selling a gun from some Alec Baldwin movie, but nobody's bid yet. Still zero
and
bids.
that one works.
Wow.
Unlike the Harrison Ford gun, that one works.
Wow. It is functioning, yeah.
Oh, it works.
Rascal.
The U.S. Postal Service in the news today. They're going to release 10 new stamps featuring Peanuts characters to commemorate the centennial of the birth of
What
the
is
comic strip's late creator, Charles M. Schultz.
What the hell is this? Nerd Corner? What the hell's going on?
Christy, I love the Peanuts.
The United States
You know that list they release every year of the, what is it, the top grossing monetarily wise, if that's a word.
Like licensed
dead celebrities.
Oh, that. Right.
Yeah.
He's there. He's in the top 10 or 20 every year and has been since.
Oh, Chucky Schultz?
Yeah, that raises millions upon millions of dollars every year.
The United States Postal Service will issue a pane of 20 stamps featuring Charlie Brown, Lucy, Franklin, Sally, Pigpen, Linus, Snoopy, and Woodstock, Schroeder, Peppermint Patty, and Marcy. The event will start September 30th at the Charles M. Schultz Museum and Research Center. Santa?
Did you hear, Tom? It's at the center. They moved the center from California to Canarsie.
They're already having trouble with some of these stamps.
Santa Rosa, California.
They're having trouble with the stamps?
Yeah, the Marcy stamp won't stop licking the Peppermint Patty stamp.
I thought it was going to be like a pulling a football stamp joke or something.
That's hilarious.
I think they're self-adhesive. So
I'll lick it, sir. Remember she always called her sir? What a weird thing going on there.
Marcy, just call me Patty.
Yeah.
No, sir.
No, sir. It was ahead of its time.
An Ohio man is expected to survive after he was stung 20,000 times by bees.
That's too many.
Did you? I mean,
WXIX.
Channel 19, Cincinnati.
We don't want the real answer. I mean, it's like WXIX, X marks the spot twice, something like that.
No, that one's bad. I don't like that.
Okay, well, I didn't see.
WXIX. 1 X away for some real fun.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And it is Channel 19.
Channel 19, that's the Roman numeral for 19, isn't it?
Yeah, XIX.
Oh. Okay. Reports the 20-year-old Austin Bellamy was trimming branches in a lemon tree. When he unknowingly cut into a bee's nest.
Oh, no.
According to an online fundraiser that was set up by his family, he was stung 20,000 times and ingested 30 bees.
The thing on TV, they said they were pulling bees out of his belly for a couple of days.
The family credits a...
That's right. 9 more minutes.
How did this not kill him?
Well, they're crediting the Ripley Fire Department firefighter Craig.
Believe it or not, we're the fire department.
With saving Bellamy's life, the 20-year-old was taken by helicopter to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center. He was placed in a medically induced coma. His family has said that he's since woken from said coma. And
you know what his first words were when he woke up?
Doctors expect him to make a full recovery.
Did you see the interview?
No, I didn't.
Oh, the one doctor got stung in his finger giving this guy a prostate exam. Those bees were everywhere.
I can't stop thinking about the fundraiser. Like the guy's all bloated, just sitting up on the front of the stage. Like, don't forget, if you could throw in an extra 10. We're selling honey after.
I can't believe he survived.
I can't either. 20,000 bees.
Bless him. That is rough.
That sounds like the worst thing that could ever happen to you.
Yeah.
Oof.
Terrible.
Did you get a free Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike?
I'd get stung by 20,000 bees. Well, I was kidding.
All right.
A delivery driver helped rescue 3 puppies from a burning house in Florida. The driver for Amazon was delivering a package when she noticed smoke coming from the home and called 911.
Ironically, there were smoke alarms that were being delivered to the house.
Oh, okay. I thought you...
Boy, you're going to have to meet me, I'll give you guys credit. You're going to have to meet me 9/10 of the way here.
Columbia County firefighters saved the pups from the home and revived them from smoke inhalation. Firefighters contained the blaze to the room where it was started. In a Facebook post, the Columbia County Fire Rescue thanked the delivery driver, saying her quick action saved the home and the puppies.
But they also think it was puppy arson.
Oh.
Wow.
Just a tiny puppy holding a Zippo.
As the announcer once said, 0 for 2.
Hey, at least I'm saying something. You guys are all sitting there tight-lipped.
At least. You would have been living next door bitching because your food delivery was late. I'm sorry.
The shoehorns of fat joke.
All you were doing was saving puppies. I'm over here starving.
That's right. I may have been rooting for the fire so that I could eat some roasted pup.
Strike three. You're out.
All right. I'm going to go sit on the bench.
Roasted pups, huh? All right.
Don't act like you wouldn't.
Man can't help himself, folks.
Wow, how do we segue into our next sponsor?
Well, if he didn't mention it.
Now we have
you gotta look.
Coming up.
God,
we
I
have
want to be done with this show today.
Right?
We have
I don't
kind
know
of
what it is. It seems
we have
like
a
it's taking
quiz.
forever.
We have a quiz.
What's our quiz?
Hey.
It involves photography.
Yeah.
And pets.
Yeah.
And people.
Okay.
We also have a lesson to be learned if you're trying to use a tranquilizer dart gun on a monkey.
Mm-hmm.
If you're guessing is the answer, aim carefully. Yep. We'll find out what happens when you point it the wrong way. Okay. That's all coming up. Right now, I want to remind you the summer's not over yet. Summer, the time of great food. HelloFresh is going to get you great food. They do the shopping. They do the measuring. The box comes to your house, and over 55 items to choose from every week. What kind of food are you into? Fit and wholesome stuff? Maybe you're a vegetarian. Maybe you want good old comfort food. They've got it. And now you can customize your meals, swap proteins, change the side orders. They're making it super easy with the HelloFresh app. And you can make stuff like what, Willie?
One of my favorites, the Southwest Beef Cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh is going to send you 14 ingredients. You put those together in just over a half hour and 6 easy steps. You have this delicious, hearty pasta dish from our friends at HelloFresh.
Here's how it works. Get started today. Why? 16 free meals across 7 boxes. I'll say it again. 16 free meals across 7 boxes when you use the code BTShow16. So you log on by going HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Then you use the code again. That code is BTShow16. 16 free meals across 7 boxes. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. They've even got those quick and easy meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. They can cover it all for you. You don't have to do the shopping. You don't have to do the measuring. Have some fun. They've got pictures walking you through it. You're going to have restaurant quality food with names like Willie just mentioned that you can't even pronounce. But boy, does that taste good. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, a little update on Dolly Parton. Also kind of a fun story.
She has big boobs.
And
I want to put my face in.
Wouldn't want him to get stung by 20,000 bees, would you?
Looks like they have.
No, what would that be? Half a boob?
At the sound of Dolly Parton being stung by 30,000 bees, we'll be right back.
Thank you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Comedy via your computer. Bob and Tom 24/7.
This is Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Rolling through the final hour here on a Friday morning. It's September 2nd, 2022. And yes, it is a Friday, meaning you've got the whole weekend to download some Bob and Tom Show podcasts for some extra Bob and Tom Show content. Just go to bobandtom.com/podcasts. They're all free. They're just sitting there waiting for you. They also have archives of previous podcasts that you can download and listen to. It's kind of a wormhole you go down that you can't get out of. But what else do you have to do over the weekend? The NFL hasn't started yet. Oh, sure, there's college football, but you can download the Bits and Pieces podcast, that Josh Arnold podcast, and the Bob and Tom Show Extra podcast. Weekday afternoons at 3 p.m. Eastern, a little extra Bob and Tom drops in every weekday, and you can download it again for free at bobandtom.com/podcast. Give you something to do over the weekend, and again, as I said, it can be a wormhole you go down and can't get out of, but that's okay. We'll be back on Monday with more fun and frivolity, and we're not done with you yet. We still have things we learned on the show, as well as some history and much more coming up right here on Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. Tropical storm Danielle continues to strengthen in the Atlantic Ocean. It is expected to become the first hurricane of the unusually quiet storm season. The storm is not currently a threat to any land. The storm's maximum sustained winds early Friday near 65 miles per hour. Not too scary. U.S. National Hurricane Center says additional strengthening is forecast from the storm, and it's expected to become a hurricane later in the day. The storm centered about 900 miles west of the Azores and is moving east. The Hurricane Center says the storm is expected to, quote, meander in the Atlantic over the next few days. Actor Anne Heche died without a will. Her 20-year-old son has filed court papers to control her estate. Homer LaFoon filed a petition in Los Angeles Superior Court Wednesday requesting he be allowed to administer his mother's estate. The petition lists him and his 13-year-old brother as her only heirs. The documents list the value of Heche's estate as currently unknown. The 53-year-old Heche, who was among Hollywood's biggest film stars in the late 1990s, was involved in a fiery car crash August 5th and died from the effects 6 days later. Again, no will. And that's a look at things you may have missed on this Friday. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you a computer geek?
No. I see, I didn't grow up with computers. That's why children have the advantage. They slip out the womb. They're born with a password.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at the ultrasound, you see the sex of the child whose internet provider is going to be.
So you're an email guy then?
Oh, no. Well, I check my email. I never get real emails. They're all junk. I got a junk box, and the junk box is like, look, we don't even have time to sort out this stuff. And it's all burn DVDs, lose weight, consolidate debt, and then be like young teen sluts, whores, triple X. Thousands of it. And then I got a weird one in the middle that says, do you need a birdhouse? And I actually got that. And I'm like, who's the birdhouse guy? And then every day I get this email. Jim, do you want to enlarge your penis?
Yep.
And how did I get on the small Willy email list? That is the real
question. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Oh, boy. We'll find out.
Wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
Quickly, an email. Remember, top of the hour, I said, new hour, we're going to start over.
Yep.
7:02, I said, new hour, fresh start, clean slate. 7:05, Princess Di deserved it. Okay.
Bob and Tom mornings and highlights replayed all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
I bet you were fun in school.
Had a good time at school.
Yeah, I bet the teachers loved you.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, right. Yeah, I went to school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you about this. You look like you spend a lot of time lifting weights. Are you a fitness buff?
Oh, yeah, I like to pump a little iron, you know what I mean? I drink the protein shakes, take the vitamins, take the St. John's for my wart. I do the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a wart, do you?
I like to go out and chalk up. The whole key is chalking up. You got to chalk up when you go. You got to chalk it up. I got the weight belt on. Chicks dig the weight belts. They dig the weight belts with a name on the back. You know, Steve. I don't know who Steve is, but he's missing his weight belt. Is that what you were waiting for? That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like to pump it up. You got to be in top shape because I play golf.
You do?
You guys know the golf bit.
Oh, yeah.
I love golf. I play a lot of
bit.
golf. I got some new golf jokes. I play a lot of golf. Oh, yeah. Every hole, like 14,000 strokes. That's a lot of golf. You know what I mean? I look like a propeller out there just swinging away. I love golf. I swing with one hand. I don't even use two hands. I don't care. The instructor's always trying to change your grip. Like, hey, you're not the boss of me. I hit that ball as hard as I can, walk 6 feet, and hit it again. Every hole I use the driver. Par 3, I don't want to see a 7-iron. I let the big dog eat. I grip and rip it. I got the weight belt on. Steve's playing some golf, baby. You give me a golf cart, a 12-pack, and a lake, I'll show you how to have fun all day. You ever wonder how far a golf cart can go in a lake before it sinks? You ever wonder? 13 feet. I love golf. What a sport. It's a good sport.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 20.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in that performance room.
Hi, chick.
There's Josh Arnold. He's at the Upside Sidekicks.
Hey,
chair.
Chicky.
Hey. There's Reno Collier in the studio with us.
Hey, buddy.
Looks like a regular guy. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Regular guy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's
Yeah, you are.
here's Tom.
Irregular.
Irregular.
Thank you very much.
Irregular
Okay.
Tom.
Now we have we just heard the great country fried take from Reno Collier. It was excellent on the controversial topic of forgiving student loans. And I'm sure it'll make some people happy and some people not so happy. You can watch that on the TV, right, Ace? How does that work?
YouTube, baby.
YouTube, baby. Okay, find out. Go to Bob and Tom. We got some cool stuff. We'll be getting that out there for you. Reno's getting out there. Hang on a second. Reno's going to be at Comedy Off Broadway tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. But right now, yes. We're looking at the big screen at our own Jeff Oskey with his take on the news. What's your show called, Jeffrey?
My show, my little segment here is called News We Failed to Mention. Reno, I don't know if you tune in after 9 o'clock on a Friday, but I have a little 5-minute segment I do every week. We give you a lot of the news here on the show, but we don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give our listeners and you the news that we've failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskey with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
A couple broke into a church on their first date and stole a couple Bibles. What you failed to mention, you know the old adage, the couple that prays together stays together once they get out of jail.
Yeah.
Earlier, just a few minutes ago, we were talking about religious people have more satisfying sex lives.
Right.
What you failed to mention, of course, they're more satisfying. No condoms. A man survived by being stung over 20,000 times by killer bees after accidentally cutting into their nest while trimming his mother's hedges. What you failed to mention, the flying insects will now be called attempted murder bees. Didn't finish the job. A young girl was spotted walking her emotional support alligator this week at a Brooklyn park. What you failed to mention, I give it 2 years before she's trading in that emotional support alligator for a set of prosthetic limbs. Although, when I saw her walking that, I'm like, what a brilliant idea for kids that are getting bullied. How about we give them anti-bullying alligators?
I like it.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton was seated next to the OG sexpert Dr. Ruth Westheimer at the U.S. Open this week.
Yes.
What you failed to mention, $10 says he tried the old hole in the popcorn bucket trick.
Oh, yeah.
A boss is wanting his female employees to wear a red dot on their uniform to inform patrons that it's currently their time of the month. What you failed to mention, I didn't see a red dot. Oh, no, that's just Karen. She's a real bitch. Meteorologists are going to start naming heat waves. What you failed to mention, they'll name the heat wave based on how unbearable it is. I suggest they start with the name Rob Schneider or the Ace Cosby's joke of the day. There you go, Ace. Yeah, baby.
Wow, it's mean.
A woman says her boyfriend has over 100 erections a day and she's worn out trying to accommodate him. What you failed to mention, that's too many erections.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I've had 100 erections in my 40s. Actually, and I'm not making this up, just this week, my girlfriend, I told her I thought I might have low T, and she goes, I think your testosterone levels are fine. It's your estrogen levels that are through the roof, you little bitch. That's my girlfriend, not me.
Loving partner, yeah.
Magic mushrooms are said to help people stop drinking. Magic mushrooms are said to help people stop drinking. What you failed to mention, I've tried that before. It worked for me. I didn't drink, but it made the after party of my niece's baptism super weird. A glass of wine? No thanks. I quit drinking. But do you have a peanut butter sandwich I can sprinkle these shrooms on? Ozzy Osbourne said he stopped doing acid after talking to a horse for over an hour while tripping. What you failed to mention, no, Ozzy, that wasn't a horse. It was just a man named Horace. Now, please, Ozzy, quit waving that carrot in my face. People who listen to music while studying do better on tests. What you failed to mention, Johnny Cash's I've Been Everywhere got me through 4th grade geography. There's a new crazy slide in Detroit that was shut down due to rider injuries, but have been reopened due to public demand. What you failed to mention, come for the thrilling ride, stay because you broke your coccyx. I pronounced that.
Coccyx?
Coccyx is right. coccyx,
All right.
your tailbone.
Hey, try that joke again, except say a man called Horace.
Hold on, I gotta find it on the floor. Oh, here we go.
Give it a shot.
Here we go. Ozzy Osbourne said he stopped doing acid after talking to a horse for over an hour while tripping. What you failed to mention, no, Ozzy, it wasn't a horse, just a man named Horace.
That's got to be called.
It's a man called Horace.
Yes, it's a famous movie. I just ripped that one up.
I'll run it by you next time, Tom.
Okay, all right, sorry.
Hold on.
Give it to Hitchwater for next week.
Yeah, he can get an equally not a laugh. Let's see here. Now I'm all messed up. The singer Rihanna has launched a new line of lip gloss that looks like ketchup packets, and some are actually ketchup, while some are lip gloss. What you failed to mention, I play a similar game when I stay in hotels on the road for comedy, only instead of playing, is it ketchup or lip gloss, I play a little game called I Pray to God That's Dried Yogurt. It is on the desk chair and the drapes, so who knows? And finally, Josh, earlier this week, upset the world saying he has disabled the Amber Alert on his phone, angering many a listener. What you failed to mention, in Josh's defense, there's no point of having an Amber Alert on your phone when you're the person causing the Amber Alert. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this has been the news that we
failed to mention.
Jeff Oskey, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Jeffrey.
I steal
And
kids.
then 1 hour after you said that,
We
guess
had
what?
one.
We had one.
I know.
I
couldn't
wouldn't know.
believe it.
My watch went off.
I know.
Yeah, same
it was
here.
like,
How
oh my
weird.
gosh.
It was.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe you inspired someone.
we have.
You know, they say if you can reach one person.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Now,
Hey, let's do a happy story.
you got one?
Yeah, Dolly Parton in the news. I love her. She's launching a pet apparel line called Doggy Parton.
Yeah, don't think too hard on that.
That was a butt.
Oh, come on.
It's
She's the
perfect.
best.
Oh, I love her, yeah.
According to CNN, the collection is being produced in partnership with Sport Pet Designs. The line features shirts, dresses, squeaky toys, and even a blonde wig inspired by the country music legend.
Dogs are going to love that.
Oh, yeah. Parton said portion of the proceeds will go to Wilma B. Farms, which is a rescue organization. She says, quote, where animals in need find never-ending love.
Oh.
Products will initially be available on doggyparton.com and Amazon, with more retailers to be announced in the future.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Those squeaky toys are going to be called honkers. And they're shaped like giant boobs. Dog.
Honker.
You can. Man's best friend. Best friend, I'm sorry.
A new survey has found that 1 in 3 people take more photos of their pets than their own children. The survey of 2,000 dog and cat owners reveals that the average pet owner takes over 400 pictures of their pets every year. A third of respondents admitted that they have more photos of their pets than their kids. Our love for our pets does not just stop at the camera. Oh, no. A third of those polled claimed that they treat their pets like royalty, with 79% saying they take their pets on vacation, and a quarter of respondents having thrown a party for their pet.
That makes sense. A pet never locks itself in his room and says, I want to go live with my old owner, you know?
Yeah, true.
That is true.
Kids can be jerks. Pets are nice.
And the dog's not going to go, no pictures. No pictures, Daddy.
Is that what your girls do?
One of them.
Well,
within reason, Dad.
I mean,
it's
come on.
insane.
Yeah.
The amount of photos you take is
How
wild.
many photos do you have on your phone right now?
Let's all guess.
You're the one taking up all the cloud, and that's why my phone goes, hey, you got to pay $1.99 if you want more.
Right?
Hey.
Griswold's using all of it.
It's 40,000, right?
Something like
What?
that. Let me see.
40,000 pictures.
Where does it tell you that?
Just give me your phone.
Okay.
Photos.
All right.
Are you sure you want
Under
to give your kid your...
recents?
Well, there's nothing. They're just pictures of the kids. and
I
the
have
dogs.
16,676.
Well, that's too many.
No, it's not.
7 years?
Oh.
I know I've got like 9,000 videos.
I have 21,000.
Good Lord, what are you people doing?
How many
They're
do
all
you
of my
have?
penis.
I'd have to go get my phone.
They're all of mine.
All right, well, that's understandable.
And they're mostly slow-mo videos.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Have to.
Hey, little buddy.
Let's sing some songs.
So, I'm sorry. So the gist of this story is that was it a third of the people take or a quarter?
41,801 photos.
Oh, my
It took me a little while to figure it out. That's insane.
Yeah.
Some nice pictures of you in there, I'm sure.
Do you ever sit down and look at them?
Sure. Go through them all the time.
He does. Like other people scroll on Instagram and Facebook. He just scrolls like, I'll have a fun afternoon. Let's go to 2009. And he just starts scrolling.
Yeah, that's cool. You can do that.
That is a nice feature.
That is true.
Yeah, it's almost like a computer's in there.
Yeah, it's great. And then you got this thing where you pick out a face and then it finds all the pictures.
Yeah,
most of the pictures. Yeah.
Sweet little girls.
Your iPhone does this fun thing where it takes a slideshow of you and your ex on a fun weekend, puts it behind nice music, makes you cry a little bit.
No.
You know, you ever get that one? That's fun.
Pictures of the doggies. Oh, yeah. I got pictures of the doggies, of course.
Do you think you have more pictures of your kids or your dogs?
Yeah, but definitely more of the kids.
Okay.
Although the dogs are a lot more cooperative.
Well,
It's very tough to get a good picture of a dog, and it's impossible to get a good picture of a cat.
you should have a dog that's black. You can't see its eyes. You can never see her little eyes.
Oh, they have those little shiny things coming back at you.
Well, she just looks like a black circle.
Okay, well, I think it's, whatever. You love your dogs, you love your kids, take lots of pictures. Have some fun. That's the beauty of these cell phones, which leads us to this next story about what happens if you drop your cell phone in the ocean.
Yes. A woman who lost her phone while paddleboarding off Massachusetts was reunited with it the very next day. The day after falling into the water and losing her iPhone, Laura Hernandez returned to the Rockport beach and approached an instructor of novice scuba diving class to explain her situation. According to the Boston Globe, the instructor, Larry Betancourt, told Hernandez the odds of finding the device, even with its distinctive pink case, not good. But he told the class, keep an eye on it.
Why is this news story this long?
Vanessa Kahn of Peabody, making her first open water ocean dive that day, spotted the phone in water about 25 feet deep. She said the bright pink waterproof case stuck out like a sore thumb.
This is nothing.
What the hell are we talking about?
I think everyone on Earth listening has a cell phone.
Okay.
She returned to the surface, turned on the camera, snapped a selfie, waved the phone in triumph to Hernandez standing on the beach. She said she was so excited and gave Miss Kahn a $300 reward.
So the phone worked.
It was in a waterproof case.
What? That is absolutely nothing.
Yes.
Wait, we couldn't have played a Maury song?
Here's the whole story. Someone lost their phone, they found the phone. That's it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't say
The
it was in
bright
the water.
pink waterproof case. Yes.
Oh, mine doesn't have the word waterproof in it.
Yes, you wrote this.
You maniac.
First
Tom,
of all,
I just want you to admit that was nothing.
no, because I've got my you're missing my whole point.
Oh,
What
I'm
is
sorry.
your point?
What is one joke?
You can't be away from your phone long enough to go paddleboarding?
Well, that's true.
Well, what if you want to take a picture, psycho?
Oh, so if you've got your dog, no, I take it back. If you've got your dog on the paddleboard, which I have seen, then it makes sense. Maybe it's time for those things they have on surfboards, like a maritime phone leash. It just struck me as being so odd that you would take your phone out on the paddleboard on the ocean. Okay, maybe it's just me.
It is. It's just you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, she just wanted to get a little Instagram picture. Look at that. Fun on the paddleboard.
TikTok videos.
Stay at the beach, baby. Get 86 likes, call it a day.
Yes.
Take a picture of one of those great white sharks about to chomp on your ass.
Everybody wants to be.
Why is it chomping on the ass?
Because they've reintroduced the seal population to Cape Cod, for example, and with all these seals there, that's why there's so many great white sharks out there now. They're eating all the seals, and when they run out of seals, they eat skinny dippers.
That's not what happens.
No,
They get a little.
Josh and I have tried to tell you this because we're your friends and we want to help you. You are a bore.
He's calling.
I can just see you standing in a corner with a fizzy water going, the seal population. I want to kill myself.
Oh, is that right? Excuse me for a second while I jump out this window.
Well, no, I wanted to just go swimming. Because one of those great whites is going to say, look, I could either eat the seal or I could eat the little bit more, something a little more meaty. I wonder if I can digest his glasses.
You know what's back in theaters this weekend on IMAX? Jaws.
Oh, one of the greats.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
That one shot bothers the hell out of me, where the shark opens his mouth and you can see it so fake. It looks like a hunk of metal.
Where the one comes up on the boat.
I totally disagree.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, there's one they ought to cut.
Did you think that in 1975?
Yep.
when it came out?
Yep.
Dude, that was the first boob I ever saw.
Oh, nice.
That girl swimming.
Oh,
yeah. In the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
See, that is the first boob I ever saw.
Granted, it got chewed off.
That's right. It still was a boob there for a little bit. And even after the end, it was a little bloody. But why are you going to throw that back?
A boob nonetheless.
A boob's a boob.
And digested.
I got to tell you, a boob is a boob.
There it is.
It was 8.
I love it.
I don't think Reno knows the Dickey brothers.
I don't think so.
Introduce them.
Well, I'm Dick Dickey, and you're Dicky Dick.
Ricky Dick.
Ricky Dick.
Sure is a pleasure to meet you, Reno.
Yeah, the last someone on this radio show
Ready.
is telling it like it is.
It is refreshing.
Somebody that we can identify with. You know who he reminds me of?
Who's that?
Cousin, hell, what's his name? His one funny eye. Remember?
Oh, Cousin Funny Eye.
That's him.
Yeah, he's
No. We always called him Cousin Fun.
for short.
Thank you, fellas.
You're welcome.
If you were listening
We
to
gotta
the
get to the
Idiot
race.
Brothers, the Dickey Brothers, on your Raycon earbuds, they would have sounded 10% funnier.
Yes, they would have, and that would have gotten us over the hump. Dear Bob and Tom, and Chick and Christy and Josh and Willie, and even Reno and Ace and Pat. I just had to let you and the crew know that a couple years ago, my daughter gave me a pair of Raycon earbuds for Christmas after hearing me talk about how you guys raved about them. Well,
Yesterday.
not only did I wash them in my pocket, I also dried them. Oh, sad face.
Oh.
But happy face. I'm amazed to report after removing them from the lint trap, both Raycon earbuds are working flawlessly.
Yikes.
Very impressed. Thank you, Brian, for talking about how wonderful the Raycons
So he could have had those synced to that lady who dumped her phone in the ocean. I mean, everybody'd still be up. Except it would have taken a little longer.
Is it just me, or is he a raving bore?
That ain't just you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
With Raycons, you also get 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and you get all this for almost half the price of other premium audio brands. No wonder Raycons everyday earbuds have over 49,000 five-star reviews. And right now, go to buyraycon.com/Tom, and we worked a deal for you. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycons. Buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. Coming up, it's our important history lesson.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to try to squeeze in the thing about the plane with the weird smell. Ooh, what's that smell? We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg during the Pigskin Pick'em program on the Bob and Tom Show.
spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of
curvy cleavage on display.
the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat.
Don't touch those.
Sorry. The human drama of
curvy cleavage on display.
This is
The Bob and Tom Show. No shoes, no shirt, no talent.
No talent. That's my cue. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7 all morning long. Yes, we still have a little bit more to go, so we're not done with you knuckleheads yet. But thanks for listening to the show this morning, and you can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even right now. Ever wondered what everyone looks like? Now's your chance. Just go to YouTube and search the Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as it happens. You could get hooked, just saying. Things we learned and a history lesson with Professor Tom Griswold. Coming up next on the Friday, you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. There are now new COVID-19 booster shots available, and they're designed to match the newest Omicron strains of the coronavirus. But now the government has to decide who's eligible to get them and when. The new variety of boosters were made by Pfizer and rival Moderna. Russia has launched week-long war games involving forces from China and other nations in a show of growing defense cooperation between Moscow and Beijing as they both face tensions with the United States. The maneuvers are also intended to show that Moscow has sufficient military might for massive drills, even as its troops engage in military action in Ukraine. The Russian Defense Ministry said the exercises will run until September 7th. And some convenience stores in Tokyo are being outfitted with small robots that can dispense drinks. The TX Skara slides back and forth between the refrigerated shelves of the store. The robot has a mechanical arm that can grasp a bottle or can from the stacks, then put the drinks on the shelf. The robot can fill a big need in many convenience stores because they're open 24/7, have thousands of products on hand, but relatively few workers. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, hi, this is Tom. Coming up next week in the Bob and Tom Show, comedians Greg Warren, Allie Breen with Sexy Time, Al Jackson, Reno Collier, and in studio, Mr. Donnie Baker.
Spoiler alert, just when she starts to give up, she's saved by Donnie Baker as Chief Pounder Hard.
That's next week.
Swear to God.
On the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
That's awful.
Awful entertaining. Central Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
I'm sick of being sick. I've been in my bed all week. I feel like dick. I'm sick of my TV. Now I'm hooked on all the soaps on ABC. I try to read a magazine or hear the radio or watch the Bad News Bears again on in HBO. I'm sick of being home, 'cause you think of stupid things when you're alone. I'm sick of this old house, and today I might try on my wife's new blouse. I saw two women fight like cats on Jerry Springer's show because their mom was sleeping with their older brother Joe. I'm sick of feeling bad, but at least my older brother's not my dad. I'm sick of these four walls, and my arms are tired of playing with my dog. I'm sick.
Bravo. Thank you. Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Pardo. You recognize my voice from the show and my face from television. You are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
All day, all night, all Bob and Tom. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What could be our last Bob and Tom Show?
But it was a good one.
It was
Hey,
great.
yeah, if we go out on this one, that's not too bad.
We had a good run.
Yeah,
Is
we did.
that new movie, A Man Called Horace? Starring Horace
There's
McMahon.
Christy Lee at the News Center. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, chick.
And I just, for a second, wish you all could have heard the conversation between Pat and Tom just during the commercial.
Or postponing our
We're going to save it till Monday.
I know. There's
I got it
Josh
right
Arnold.
here on top.
Ace Cosby's here. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee. Reno Collier has joined us all morning, and we've enjoyed it.
And we're giving Reno the hook. He has to be somewhere, so we're kicking him out. Reno Collier's going to be tonight on stage, Comedy Off-Broadway, beautiful Lexington, Kentucky. Then he'll be there Saturday night and Sunday night for a special show. Check it out live and in person. And Reno blessed us this morning with his brilliant country fried take on forgiveness of college loans, student loans. We'll be finding out more about that. And you can watch that again. How can you watch that, Ace?
YouTube, baby.
YouTube, baby, with the Bob and Tom show tonight.
There it is.
Or anytime. Check us out on YouTube. We certainly appreciate that.
Great seeing you, Reno.
Great seeing you guys.
I know
Hope
you gotta get
and
going.
my lady. And I hope you
Reno,
guys have
always
a
a
wonderful
pleasure.
holiday weekend.
Yes, you
I
too.
agree. Yeah,
Safe
thanks,
travels.
you guys. Thank you so
Go
much.
out there and make it a great day.
Very well.
Make it a great day. That's right.
You're looking good. Could you get your ass out of the chair? Okay.
All right. Hit the,
So nice to see you. It'd be a lot better. We can miss you when you're leaving. Thank you. I'm sorry. Where were we? What do we got to do here now?
You got to do your history lesson.
Oh,
Yes,
geez. What
yes,
day's
my
today?
Damn.
It's the 2nd of September.
Hang on a second.
Deuce is wild.
September 2nd. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Today in history.
September 2nd.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't know about this one.
What?
Oh, no.
The Great Fire of London.
Oh, that was a bad one.
The Great Fire of London.
That's not funny. This is very serious.
Oh, really?
thing that happened.
This
That's
is
right.
amazing.
Keep going, Amber.
I know many buildings that burned.
80% of London burned, but only 16 people died. So
Oh, there you go.
pretty good ratio.
Mrs. O'Leary's cat.
Let's see.
Chicago.
This is too depressing to read. Oh, here we go. This is a good one. I want you to guess the year. Reno.
Not here.
The first ATM.
Reno's not here.
Oh, sorry.
You just kicked him out. You kicked him out of the building.
Okay, Christy, you can back me up on this. We've been here a long time. That's the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
I mean, that was stunning.
He said bye to him twice, made a joke about it. How can we miss you?
Oh, I
You're not gone.
thought he was going to stay.
Can we invoke the 25th Amendment? Can we do something?
Yes. Willie's in charge. Yes.
I'll ask
my
you.
Lord.
I'll ask you.
That was amazing.
I'll ask you, Ace.
I cannot get over that.
The first automatic teller machine, the ATM.
Get the mic out of his mouth.
Not the dirty ATM thing that Josh is always talking about.
Oh, sure. Has to.
What year
Yeah,
was that first installed?
I'd say mid-'80s.
1971.
Wait a minute, I
lot
know
earlier
this
than you
because
think.
it was 67 or 68 because
1971.
of New York City. Right?
You're all wrong.
New York City.
Okay.
It was in Rockville Center, New York, at a chemical bank on this date in 1969.
Ah, it was close.
In the early days of the ATM, one of my roommates had that card, and most of the time you'd put it in, and it would just eat it, and then there you go.
Nope, that's that.
Guess we're not going to be buying that hooker.
You hear that, Willie?
You're buying them together? You're sharing them?
Oh, yeah, they were.
They were very close.
Jeez, just buy drugs like regular college
Okay,
kids.
sorry. This is for you, Josh. Happy birthday, 1850, Albert Spalding.
Oh, the old sporting goods manufacturer?
Yeah, that was a pretty simple question, wasn't it?
Oh, I thought it
was somebody on Caddyshack.
the Boston Strangler.
No, that was
that was DeSalvo.
Albert DeSalvo.
I'm sorry.
Of course,
He also
famous.
did his own laundry.
He was the father of
That's a
Captain
funny
Spaulding, of course.
Yes, of course.
And the Marx Brothers movie.
And the Rob Zombie movies.
1946, the late great Billy Preston, known as what?
The Fifth Beatle.
The Fifth Beatle. He's the guy playing those keyboards. Fantastic. And
Is that Nothing from Nothing?
Yeah.
yes, he also
That's a good song.
That
Real
is
good.
great
Yeah.
song.
He was the first guest on SNL, wasn't he? Musical guest?
Oh, that's a good trivia.
I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
He famously wore a huge afro toupee.
Didn't he have a cape too or something?
Oh, it was a toupee?
Oh, yeah.
It was.
I was hoping it wasn't.
That thick? No.
Yes. I was hoping it wasn't.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Happy birthday, Terry Bradshaw, who was a great interview, and we've had him on the show. Happy birthday, Mark Harmon. You know what show he's on, Christy Lee?
Mark Harmon is it NCIS?
Yes.
Yeah.
Summer School, one of my favorite comedies.
Oh, he's not?
Is that finally
he
off the air?
retired?
No, the show's still on, but he's off now.
Isn't he married to Pam Dauber?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's a hottie, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I was hot back in the day. First episode of SNL, the two musical guests, Billy Preston and Janice Ian.
I'm a genius.
You are a genius,
that's good.
Willie.
See you nerds later.
All right.
Mark Harmon, but he's kind of a foxy-looking guy, wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, he's a handsome man.
He's,
what are you trying to get out of me here?
College football royalty.
USC, right?
Father, Tom Harmon.
Yeah.
He gets more grandma's wet than inshore.
Oh, my
God. There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I think we can go now.
Happy birthday, Keanu Reeves. Notorious for being a super nice guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's terrific.
Yeah. And we'll now segue into things we learned today.
Oh, is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Let's see. On my way to work this morning, I was listening to the James Gang with the fabulous Joe Walsh. That's exactly right.
And why wouldn't you be?
And I got a phone call from Reno, Nevada, not Reno Collier, and I did not answer it. And Christy yelled, "Great story."
Yeah, I did.
Never will forget it.
Or forgive it.
Tom wants spam call senders to be burned at the stake.
Man, he went on for about a full minute and a half there. I was real upset.
Yeah.
You have so much hate in your heart.
Just the people bothering you in the middle of the day.
To let that go.
No. I'm just saying it'd cut down on him.
The Wolfman Jack sounded early this morning. Sounded good early this morning.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Maybe you should try meditating.
I'm going to hit you hard.
Do it for me. Martha and the Vandellas. Do it for me.
My mantra will be kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all.
Martha and the Vandellas.
Wolfman.
Hello there.
Hello there, Wolfman.
I love that.
Pat Godwin played the fabulous Perineum song.
That is wonderful.
Big
Thanks.
hit, big
Look
hit.
forward to hearing it again.
One of my
Tuesday.
cartoon heroes, Bugs, Daffy, and Eeyore. Josh was edging yesterday.
On my lawn, I
He had a
wasn't
great afternoon.
having at myself to non-completion.
Oh, is that what that means?
Oh, yes.
So we thought
I didn't
maybe
know
you were
that.
on stage doing really edgy material.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know there was a sexual
And
component.
I'm waiting for the MCU, Marvel
Cinematic Universe.
Cinematic Universe. Diaper Head's going to have his own movie. I see it
What's your superpower?
dovetailing off of Doctor Strange.
Okay. Yeah, Diaperhead, what is your superpower?
Yeah, what is your superpower?
Dang dry.
I can,
No. We're asking Diaperhead.
We demand to hear Diaperhead.
Time's up.
We'll hear more from Diaperhead.
You give me an extra day to think about it.
Coming up, extra couple of days. Thanks very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.